that then. Let's see. So you guys talked to some goblins, and then things descended into chaos.
I saw that.
Rather quickly, which is cool. Um, yeah. So, does you have any questions about the transpirings of the in between time?
How does Quinn look right now?
Quinn, Quinn looks a little shaky. So yeah, while you guys were in with the goblins, you saw the dwarf who was in the stocks, and Quinn just seemed compelled to kill him, and so that's what he did.
Yikes.
And I guess they knew each other. Presumably, they were previous adventuring party members. You guys remember that Quinn told you he was shoved into a pit by his previous party. You guys found him, and he found a previous party member and just killed him, pretty much.
That's what I
Well, didn't his previous party members like leave him in the bottom of a?
Yeah, they kind of shoved him
Yep.
in because they were being chased, I think, by vampires, goblin vampires. So they shoved.
So they,
him.
yeah, they like betrayed him to get away.
Yeah.
Logical.
Yikes.
Hey, that's my dad.
Your dad's a terrible person.
Hey now, tread lightly, Hakoon. Colors and carrying colors.
But the human goblin king wasn't really human. He just had like this magical circlet that made him pure human.
I know. I wanted to have that because I could have looked like a human sometimes.
I like that he chose. I don't know if the magic made him look human or if he just was like, "What's a cool thing to look like?" A human.
Well, we saw them all fighting over it and putting it on, and they would all each turn into different looking humans.
Yeah.
I still like to think that they all were like, "Man, I wonder what I'd look like as a human." But it didn't
That's probably
have
what
to
it
be
was.
human.
Do you think that it was like what they would look like as a human, or is it just random? Because I was like, oh man, what if you guys put one on? What would I look like as a human?
Linares has never wondered that before.
What would I look like as a boring thing?
Yeah. Oh, so all of our spells that or well, I guess this pretty much only applies to me, but the spells that I cast during the like role play escaping from the goblins. I assume that
Just narrative. I'm not gonna count it against you.
Okay.
Oh, I almost
Virtually
clicked my
count.
boots of haste in that, and I was like, nah, man, I'm gonna save that for in-game stuff.
No, that's okay.
That's probably a good idea.
No, the in-between roleplay stuff is just narrative stuff, just to keep you guys engaged and me engaged because I like that stuff. So.
Okay. Cool.
Who likes roleplay? Let's roll some dice.
But yeah, so anyway, you guys are on the other side of the Goblin Bazaar. Zoltan closed the door, is just putting his dwarven weight against it.
Get your snots in here.
Hooray! Yes.
And every once in a while, the door kind of like you'll feel some pushing from the other side as goblins seem like some of them, most of them were kind of just arguing and fighting over the circlet. Some of them seem like maybe killing you might be a good idea.
Mayhap.
But all you see ahead of you is several rows of dwarven crypts. It's dark in here. It's a large space. Whatever I said it was, 45 by 45 with pretty high ceilings. Cobwebs. Yeah, that's where you guys are.
Probably ask Zoltan if there's any dwarven customs we should abide by while in crypts such as these. I don't want to anger any dwarf ghosts.
Just don't play with the bones.
Okay.
I don't prefer that.
Linares goes, "Yeah, of course not," and sets a bone back down.
It was like reaching for some bones, but then decided not to after hearing that.
It's just air drumming in the
Can you
background.
turn the light
Ooh.
back on? That's so funny.
Can I inspect the dwarf bones? Do I see anything interesting among any of them?
So they're
Security
all.
Can I
camera or
rob
anything?
this grave?
You could rob the grave if you wanted to.
Let's
I'm
not
not
do
a
that.
terrible person. Oh, can I just do an aside real quick?
Yeah.
My friend got me this
What? That looks
It-
super sick.
dice
Nice.
coin. Yeah, so the way you do it is you spin it, and then you put your finger down, and the first number to your left. So I got a 4 is your roll.
Whoa,
Interesting. I've never seen that before.
Cool.
that's crazy cool.
You got it on like a Kickstarter. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. And I figured I'd share it with my nerd friends.
Nice, yeah, I've never seen it.
Nice.
It's awesome.
Yeah. That's cool.
Oh,
Oh, that's
dang.
cool. Yeah, I wonder how it spun, but I guess it has that little nub on the bottom.
Yeah. He was like, hey, man, I think you'd like this. And I was like, yeah, nerd things.
That's so cool.
Oh, dang. They have a whole bunch of different designs. Sorry, I had to look them up. They look super dope.
Yeah,
That's
he
good.
was like, pick your favorite. And I was like, fuck yeah.
Nice.
That's so cool.
While Jin is examining the skeleton dwarven bones, you'll see they're all so there's like 3 shelves per shelving unit, and then there's like it's like 12 across. So there's a bunch of dwarves in here, and each one is clad in heavy armor, plate mail, and because your perception's so high, you would also notice there's little beads there as well. Like tiny little ornate beads kind of amongst the skeletons.
Interesting. I'm definitely not going to take any of them because I want to respect the dead right now.
Thank you.
Can I tell what the beads are made out of?
They look like ceramic, I guess.
Cool.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but we haven't rested at all.
You haven't rested.
And that means potentially, I don't know if I have any combat maneuvers left.
Hmm.
But you guys know that.
Do we want to rest among the dead?
It seems
What
like
could possibly go wrong?
Will the goblins go through the door if we're resting?
yeah, is there anything that we could bar the door with besides Zoltan?
Yeah, dude.
Something that doesn't look like too sacrilegious to shove in front of a door?
Or
we can like
skeleton.
rush in a little further and try to find like a safer spot.
Yeah.
Whatever you guys want to do. So there's no like chests or convenient boulders laying around to bar the door with.
Hmm.
Do you guys have any gear or anything that you could use?
Yeah, someone does.
Someone definitely has some gear.
Somebody
by the
has that sweet.
I've got the mobile rod I can put in front of the door.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, that would be good. You can put the movable rod on the door just for us to rest, and then when we're ready to go, you can just take it with you, and then we'll go.
I'm
That's-
thinking that we need like a magical mansion thing.
I knew a guy who had a magical mansion, but you wouldn't want to spend the night there.
Ew.
Why?
Well, let's just say I start off down a really long-winded story about all the just like terrible things that can happen to you in a magical mansion. There's a lot more than you would think.
Bet. Oh, well, all right. Do we want to just set up a little spot here, take a rest?
Might not hurt. Oh, this kid
That would
was
be-
I'm lower on HP than I
Yeah.
wanted
I
to
am
be. I'm level 6. Did I level up?
Yeah.
Right
Awesome.
on.
even if we do just a short rest, if you just need HP back, I can sing you a song of rest. Well, tell you a story of rest.
Sure.
You guys will get some extra health.
I'd prefer it if you sang it.
Okay. No. I'm not sure enough.
During this rest, I'm going to switch. I'm going to take my eyes of the eagle off, just sort of like lift them up onto my forehead, and then I'm going to take my boots of Elvenkind off, and I'm going to put my winged boots on.
Ooh,
So I can start
fancy.
attuning to those.
Okay.
Sweet. Yes.
I'm gonna ask. Wait a minute. Zoltan, you have a bag of holding, right?
Yes, I do.
Can I put my cursed blade in your bag of holding so I can open my bag of holding from now on without feeling
I
the cursed blade?
thought we got rid of it.
Huh? No, I just put it in my bag of holding. So it's basically
Yeah,
anyone
but as soon as you
hanging out,
open that bag of holding, it's going to jump back out onto you, isn't it?
exactly. So I need to pry it out of my hands with with a 20 plus strength check, and then drop it into your bag of holding. And then when you open it, fuck. That means that. Well, we'll see. What happens? I'm not giving Justin ideas.
I just imagine you taking a 20 to get that sword out of your hand, so we just watch you do this for like 4 hours, just flying at it different ways.
Yeah, it's just
There
you
goes
guys
your
all taking like a short rest, and it becomes a long rest while Hakun's just like bashing his hand against the damn wall. Wait, so bags of holding are not like just a extra expanded like dimension, right? It's like you actually have to know what you're like. If I went into Zoltan's bag, I couldn't pull out anything in there. I'd have to know what it is to pull it out, right?
You have to call its name, with the exception of the cursed sword, because for some reason the curse seems to be able to always find your hand as long as you guys are on the same plane of existence.
That's fine. The thing I'm thinking is when he opens his bag of holding and he doesn't summon it, does it shoot out into my hand anyway?
You're more than welcome to give it a shot and find out what happens.
Hakun's gonna be so sad. This is gonna put his Spadona or his Adachi away, but he did get to use it apparently. And then he'll open up his bag of holding with a tear just coming down his face.
Yeah, so even though you're holding the bag, so you already have something in your hand, you'll have to drop it just as this sword just appears, this long sword, in your free right hand.
I fucking hate this thing. Okay, so I'm gonna try to rip it off of me.
Okay.
I got a 19. That doesn't do it, does it?
No, but you guys are taking an hour, so I'll just assume that at some point you get it out of your hand.
I'll put it in Zoltan's bag of holding, and then I'll walk away from Zoltan. Zoltan, can you grab anything else from your bag of holding?
I will open it up and try it.
So yeah, as soon as the bag opens, the sword just reappears in Hakun's hand.
Alright, I'll put it back in mine because it at least that way it's not an accident when he needs something.
Okay.
Because I'll be like sleeping, he'll be like, "Oh, we just pull out the what the fuck?" So yeah, I'll leave it in my bag of holding. Sadly.
I need access to my immovable rod.
Yeah. You.
Cool. So you guys are resting. Zoltan's going to take his immovable ride, push it against the door, push the button on it, and it's just going to kind of stay there in place against the door. And yeah, and you guys will take your good hour-long short rest. Yeah, go ahead.
If anybody spends hit dice to regain hit points, you get an extra d6 of health.
Oh, sweet. So I rolled a 2.
Oh, good.
Wow, that's an extra 5 though. Sweet.
Oh, nice. I'm telling you, man, these stories are really good.
Mm-hmm. We're all feeling so like inspired and motivated to press on now.
During your hour, you will have seen that to the north, it looks like there's a caved-in portion of the catacombs that leads to kind of a carved-out tunnel, sort of a natural cavern. And then to the west, there's more of like a clean, established dungeon hallway that you guys could walk down. Both are dark, not lit.
Okay. So, caved-in area or nice area? Or should we mess around with the bones? Does anybody want to talk to dead dwarves?
Can anyone talk to dead dwarves?
I don't really
But this
know
is
what I have to say.
Yeah, this is just a regular crypt, right? So it's not like a battle or anything happened here, or they were fighting anybody.
You can make a history check.
Ooh, I would love to make a history check also, if that's okay.
Let's do that.
Or can I help you?
Yeah,
So
why
if-
don't we give Zoltan, what is it? An aid, so advantage on this.
Advantage? Cool. So I've heard a lot of dwarven legends.
That's funny. I got 16 on both of them.
We both know exactly the same amount about dwarves.
There was once a group of legendary dwarves named Happy and Grumpy, Dopey
That's all I got.
So it's just a straight 16. All right. So you do know that these. It looks like this catacombs is probably a part of a larger temple structure that was established and dedicated to the dwarven god Dumathone. Patron of mining and exploration, and the protector of the dwarven dead.
Let's piss him off.
Yeah. Dumathon.
Nice.
Dumathon.
Is there? So we're in like a 40 by 45-foot room. That's like a larger temple. Is there like a way up or down or anything?
So again, there's like a caved-in portion that leads to some natural caverns, and then there's kind of a long hallway that, using you guys' dark vision, you just sort of see the end of until it curves.
Okay. Hakun's just happy to have two hands.
You're just like making fart noises between your hands just because you can.
The air is almost foul this way.
Yeah. Linares is game for whatever. He's just interested in reading all these like weird runes and stuff and coming up with stories about the dead that aren't offensive, but they're kind of goofy.
I prefer non-caved-in avenues of travel. I think that'll be safer.
That's what they want you to think.
Fair
Oh,
point. That's still my gut instinct, but I'm open to other suggestions.
Towards danger.
All right.
Well, if you want to go to danger, we can just go back the way we came.
True.
Goblins are not worth it.
All right,
Goblins
so-
are not worth it. They
Does
are not
anybody
worthy.
remember if I used lay of hands on anybody?
Didn't I go down like 90 times? Oh no, I haven't yet down here.
No, you guys
Yeah.
did really well against the shadows and really well against the goblin bats.
I'm just trying to figure out how many spell slots I have left.
I
Yeah, I was
haven't
trying to
taken any
remember.
damage yet, so no one's needed
Yeah.
me.
Sorry, that was every other fight that I've gone down.
Two left.
Did you guys make a decision? Cavern,
Oh,
polished hallway.
Let's go cavern, since Hakun's so intent on finding danger.
oh man.
Huzzah.
Sounds exciting.
Actually, can I consult my memory of the map, my perfect memory of all maps that I've seen? Is
Uh,
there anything about this?
well, there's nothing about the cavern. It does look like, if you remember, it looks like this hallway probably snakes around a little bit and then just leads into a larger chamber. That's your best guess.
No. Cavern.
Okay.
I must expand my knowledge of this place.
Sounds like fun.
All right, so cavern it is. So you guys are going to go ahead and walk through this caved-in area of the catacombs, and there on the ground you'll see the partially rotted remains of a male human in the corner. What's left on his face is a twisted expression in a silent scream. He's got several grisly wounds on his corpse. And then from here, the natural tunnel sort of extends out to the west.
Jin, this was a terrible idea. We should go back.
But you're the one who's... Never mind. If you want to go back, we can. Does Quinn seem like he recognizes the human person who's dead?
Interesting enough, he does. He'll rush forward to the body, and he'll go, Midna Tabarth. Ah, she's come to a fitting end, the vile witch.
You don't like many people down here.
I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me. And then he'll kind of look back at the dead skeleton. He's just gonna take his boot and he's just gonna crush the skull slowly.
Oh, jeez.
Can I just like lean over to Zoltan and be like, can you detect evil?
I cannot.
You should really work on that.
I can detect that this guy's crazy. Does that count?
I'll say to Quinn, was this another of the fine fellows that you traveled with?
Yes, there was 4 of us. Myself, Minidith, Copper, and that vile Rex the Hammer, who fashioned himself our leader. He's gonna look around and he's gonna say to himself, I sense him. Come! And he's just gonna rush off down that western caved-in hallway.
Oh, okay. I'm
So back to
following
the
after
other-
him.
So we're going the other way, right? Forget this guy.
Oh my god. You know what? If you guys go and then I go with my dad and he dies, I'll just sneak back to you guys. It's fine. I'll catch up.
It's perfect. I feel like I understand why they pushed him down a pit. I was just
Yeah.
getting some weird sensations with this guy.
He probably just tripped and fell down the pit by rushing ahead. So it's all on him. He's too proud to admit it, though.
I don't
I'm
know.
interested
The
in
way he
following
chopped
him.
that dwarf's head off, it really seemed like he deserved it.
Yeah, true.
Which one?
Some hatred.
The one that was held captive by the goblins. that
Oh,
copper
okay. I'm
fella.
just confused. I was what?
Yeah, yeah. He lopped that guy's head off. Pretty intense.
You did give him a sword, so...
Yep, it's fine.
Oh,
So that's on you, Jim. You're just full of good ideas here.
I have no problems with him beheading a dwarf that was responsible for his death.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, I'm following.
All right.
down-
Jin's
I'll
running
follow
off
him,
down
too.
the... Alright, Lanros running down.
I'm curious.
Yeah, we'll run down there.
That's cool. Yeah, I'll kind of trudge.
Alright.
Hay. Yeah.
Alright.
I keep a stash of hay in my armor now, so that I don't have to go into my damn bag of holding.
Nice.
Good.
So this natural tunnel looks like it was carved by something probably very large, kind of snaking its way through Under Mountain, and you guys will go probably about 30 feet. There'll be a slight little fork in the road, so you can go either left or right, but Quinn's gonna just sort of stop and look to the right and point and say to himself, I can sense him. He's that way.
I'm going to make an investigation check to see if there's anything else that seems like it's nesting or lairing in these caves.
Sure. You do like a perception. Well, yeah, perception to see if you can find anything.
Okay.
Or you could do a nature check to see what could have made the holes. Or you could do.
I can do a nature check too, maybe. Yeah.
All right.
I was rolling perception and I rolled a natural 20.
That
I
is
got 22.
awesome.
Them apples.
Dude.
All right. Your sense is that you're not exactly sure what made these tunnels. Obviously, it was something very large. But obviously, many very dark and dangerous things move through these tunnels and have made this its home. You will have seen several cobwebs sent entering the catacombs, and your guess is there's probably a lot of giant spiders in here.
Fun.
Sort of a combination, I guess, with Jin's nature check, whatever that ended up being.
Oh, I didn't make it.
He didn't make it. All right, that's fine.
It's fine.
Do I do a nature check or an investigation check to see if there's a little bloodhound in Jin's family?
For nature, I got a 14 total.
Okay.
So anything about spiders, I guess.
Yeah, spiders, big spiders especially, they like to hang out in one particular point. They don't necessarily like to move around a whole lot. So your sense is that unless you run into a spider web, you guys should be okay.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to try and persuade Quinn to calm him down, not let him run ahead so much, and tell him that there are other equal dangers existing in this realm.
Okay, make a persuasion check. That's a good.
Ooh, it's a 13 total. That's with my plus 10 persuasion.
So you rolled a 3?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Let's see.
Not that eloquent.
Yeah, he's gonna turn to you and he'll say, "For he who stands in the way of vengeance, there will be no quarter."
Dad, please. Calm down for a moment. Can you tell us about this Rex fellow? He seems to be the only one who's alive down here. And if we're chasing him, you should probably let us know what he's capable of.
He's a bully, really. Let's see. Bit of a thug. Likes to swing a hammer around, hence his name. Rex the Hammer. I always thought it was kind of
Is his
silly
name Rex?
myself. It is.
The Hammer Rex.
The Hammer Rex, yep. Thought it was kind of silly myself, honestly. Oh, but when I find him, and you'll see he kind of descends again sort of into this dark place, and when I find him, I will take his skull, wrap my hands around it, squeeze my fingers into his eyes, and then when
Okay.
he's blinded, I will take up his
I'm gonna
own
think about
hammer, and I will crush him into a fine pudding.
I'm gonna look around and see if anything's coming towards us because he's being really loud.
It doesn't
I'm
look like...
gonna just back away real slowly. Just be like, oh, never before have I felt fear.
So, Jin, as you're looking around, you will hear that off to the left of this fork, it does sound like there's some very, very faint shifting noises of stone. Probably no one else would be able to detect it, but because you're so keen, you're able to pick it up.
Got them good hearing
Got
senses.
those good hearing
You meant
senses.
freakish.
Yeah, you're upset now, but I'm gonna hear something coming, and it's gonna save your butt one day. So,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I'll let the people know that I hear shifting stone down. You said the left.
To the left,
hallway?
yeah.
Okay. Alright. This sounds like shifting stone down that way. I don't hear anything down this way though. I'm pointing to the right. Quinn gestured that Rex was
To the right, yes.
okay. All right. I guess I mean I'm sticking with my dad through this. Gonna help him get vengeance. Yay!
Helping out, Dad.
Why are we down here again?
Looking for what is it? The rune
The
stone?
runestone.
We're trying to save the children. And we're off on some weird vengeance quest with like a warlock undead thing. Let's do it.
Out of character, he's a revenant, right? Is that what he is?
He certainly seems like it.
Yeah, it's just the sense that I'm getting from him. Like,
Out of character. We really need detect evil, guys. A couple of times this would have come in handy. Also, remove curse.
yeah,
Level 9.
yeah. It's like It's like I think only the paladins can be able to do something like that. Maybe
Oh man.
I don't
We
know.
need
If
to like
bards-
hire a peon. Just be like, you can have 1 HP, just as long as you can like remove curse and like detect evil. We'll just put you around.
I think a cleric could do it too earlier than I could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a level 4 or 5, they could do it, but yeah, I can't do it till level 9. I think.
It's okay, I can't do
Half
it.
caster.
Yep.
I will. We can
Get you fixed up soon.
Cocoon's like, I could probably find some moss to rub on it, get rid of most things.
Could Jin creep down the right pathway just a little bit and
Sure.
sort of scout ahead, be sneaky, like?
Most definitely. So yeah, there's like this narrow path. As you go forward, probably about 50 feet, so you're getting pretty far away from the rest of the group, you see that it opens up into a wider space, and you hear the sound of running water.
Isn't that bad for revenants, or is that just ghosts?
You could make an Arcana check.
I don't even know that he's a bad, like, anything's wrong with him. I just think he's like a badass who can survive like a good penetrating chest wound for 3 weeks.
As it widens out, like where can I go from there? Is there like path further down or?
So yeah, it actually opens out onto a fairly wide space. I mean, relative to the cavern you're in, it's like 15 by 15 roughly, but the edges are really unapproximated, so they're really rough. And then you see this very large river, and then in the center of the river, you actually see a large rocky island. And what the island is... What is it? It's something. Oh, it's a petrified autoglyph, autolook. I'm gonna.
I don't know what that is.
Autolook. I'm gonna find a picture. It's
Okay.
huge. It's massive. It's large. It's got
Was it
3
volcano?
tentacles, a giant mouth. It's petrified.
Oh.
It's standing in the center of the river, and it looks like. Come on.
Oh, an
That.
Olyug?
Olyug. I don't
Jen,
know.
I'm really not liking that you chose to come down this way.
Yeah, seeing this
Oh,
thing,
those things are crazy looking.
I'm not gonna go any further. I'm gonna make my way back to the party and let them know what I've seen.
All right.
Ooh,
You'll
Creepy.
You petrified?
It's petrified, so it's all made of stone. You will notice, though, it's been draped in beads and some tapestries. At the foot of it, you will have seen some treasure kind of shining in the light,
Treasure we're in.
just kind of reflecting off the water.
Hmm.
right. And I didn't see any sort of sign of anything moving in there, right?
Nope, not in that space.
Okay. All right. Yeah. From what I could tell, the way is clear, but there was this strange creature made of stone, like petrified by something, and clearly something has placed ornaments upon it. It's very odd looking. If you want to come see, let's go look.
Huzzah!
Let's do it.
We ride.
All right,
I'm
so
down.
You guys all move forward. Are we moving stealthily or just kind of moving?
I'm just moving.
I will move stealthily.
I will
ahead of the
try,
party.
but
I'm in
probably
plate
not.
armor. Yeah.
It's like it's not going to work.
Yeah.
You guys don't worry about it. I'll separate myself from you guys.
Okay.
I think we've demonstrated that half of my rolls are pretty good, but the other half is always under 4. If I have to roll twice, it's not even worth it.
Yeah.
So the other thing, actually, Jin would have noticed and will tell you is that the ground in that space and sort of around it was very slippery. So that's one thing you will know before approaching.
Okay. Careful, it's slick. Before I turn off to be sneaky and not be next to the clanky guys.
Will you carry me?
Well, we're not getting that close to it, are we?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, we'll
There's
get
treasure.
closer then see if we can find a way across or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. It's kind of in the way then. Dang it.
I apologize, guys. I'm just finishing up my.
Do we
Like,
notice any like pressure plate or anything that would kind of like wake it up or anything?
No, not with your perception. You don't see anything that looks like no traps.
This obviously looks like a great god of these people. Sorry, can you guys hear all that in the background?
A little bit.
Okay, I'll change the push to talk. If I can figure out how to do that on here.
What are you watching?
My fiance's watching Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, I think.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, I'll just mute it when I'm not talking. But obviously this thing is some kind of god, so maybe we should tread lightly in here.
Ha, that is no god. Let's roll. Listen, man. I worship the All Mother Death. She's got some minor deities, but that's not the All Mother. Let's roll.
Is there any footprints or anything around there? I know it's rock, but
Again, it was just really slimy rock. Looks like whatever was in
Yeah.
here left a lot of mucus around.
oh,
God.
Gross.
I'm gonna walk up toward the treasure.
All right, so as you walk up, so again, it's kind of sitting in the middle of this lake. The lake itself is pretty wide. You get the sense that if you stepped into it, you would probably have to swim in order to get up to the statue.
I'm gonna not do that. I have plate armor on.
All right, so you guys are at one end of the river looking at the giant thing. It's probably about 10 feet away.
I'm gonna make the jump.
Okay, make the long jump.
That's awesome.
Oh no! All right. Oh, wait. There's actually a.
There's a rule for long jump.
Yeah, there's a rule for long jumping, and I'm just wondering if Hakun thinks he could do it, because otherwise I end up sinking to my death.
I can pep you up with some bardic inspiration. This
Sure,
one time
that'd be
you
fine.
Really,
is
really.
there anything to tie a rope on the other side to Because I've got 150 feet of rope.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys have a grappling hook, which you might, you
Well, I've got
could-
that.
I do.
I've
I
got
have a grappling hook.
I've actually got the rope that ties itself to something.
Oh,
Thanks.
yeah.
got
I guess if you wanted to,
a
you
magic
could
rope.
you could snake it around the statue over to the other side. It does
Yeah.
look like there's some stalactites and stalagmites that you could attach it to.
Yeah, I'll
Again,
do that,
everything's
and I'll-
very slippery.
Oh wait, I can totally make it 20 feet with a long jump.
All right.
Yeah, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump.
So if I do a run up
That's
and
awesome.
jump, I will jump 20 feet.
Your score is 20?
Yeah,
That's
Damn,
amazing.
son.
Do it.
That's
Right
nuts.
over top of it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I will
Well, I
have
could show off
you
and just do a
roll.
standing jump.
I will have you roll athletics just because it's really slippery and slimy.
Yeah.
You might just slide right off on the
Did
other
I
side.
did I get a bardic inspiration?
Yeah, you have bardic inspiration for sure.
Okay, so that's a D6, right?
Yeah.
Oh, right. That makes it easy. In that case, with my athletics, I got a 23.
Perfect. All right.
Nice.
You guys hear just echoing off the cavern walls as the coon barrels past you guys and leaps easily across the 10 foot of water, lands on the island of this giant thing, his boots clanging as treasure and coins and things kind of spill down into the river.
I just like the idea of like Zoltan be like, "I have rope," and then
He's getting perfect.
do I see anything interesting in the treasure?
Um,
Like Hakun's not. I as a player am totally like greedy as fuck, but I feel like Hakun's not that interested in coins. So is there like more? So he would take gemstones, but other than gemstones, if there's like
I mean, yeah, there's like a
like
rusty
non-coins.
a rusty gauntlet, a leather boot. Looks like there's an amulet, but it's kind of just made of wood and iron. There's one singular boot that looks like it might be elven. And then I'm going to go ahead and tell you what else is there. There's also... Wait
I mean,
for...
Hakun seems to think all these things are treasures. Rusty gauntlet, check. Single boot, could use that.
You also see a tiny silver bell, but it looks like the ringer inside of it is missing. And there is a glass orb that's filled with water, inside of which swims a clockwork goldfish.
Yeah, I want
This
all of
is
those.
awesome. I'm going
Can
to hover over to the island with my boots of flying.
Perfect.
As I see Hakun picking up all his treasures, and I'm extra interested in the bell because I'm actually
What is magic?
no everything, but I'm actually proficient in bells. That's my bardic instrument.
Really?
Yeah. Can I make an Arcana check or something on this bell to just see if there's anything special about it?
It looks like it's just a regular old bell that someone threw at the base of...
Shiny.
Shiny.
That's special.
I still give it to you like it's something magic, like magic for you.
Oh, thank you, strong one.
And then do you sense anything special about these? I'm definitely keeping the goldfish thing, even if it's totally like mundane. It's
I think it sounds
like a
super cool.
clockwork goldfish. Does it work?
Yeah, it's like a wound up goldfish, and it's just swimming around
Yeah, I'm keeping
inside
that
this
forever.
glass thing.
That's going
Does it
like
look
in
like
my
us?
plate, like in a special padded area. But like, Tim now.
It'll just keep swimming against your skin. That's gonna be a little weird. Does it look like it's kind of powering down or something? Like it needs to be wound up frequently?
Nope, looks like it's...
into a glass orb.
Yeah, it's a
Oh, wow.
perpetual motion machine. Not exactly sure how
Damn.
it works.
But with Hakun disturbing these treasures, we haven't noticed any other kind of movement or anything else in this cavern.
Interesting you should ask.
Uh-oh.
You will, Jin, you'll notice as your party members are doing this, that there is a slight disturbance in the water, and a singular eye, looks like it's connected to some kind of aquatic creature, will kind of bob up out of the water. And
I'm gonna pull out an arrow and I'm going to fire it at the eye.
okay.
Listen, this is why we can't have friends.
All right. Everyone
It could've been nice.
roll initiative.
Dude, the friendly Nessie was like, "Oh, hey guys,
I mean, there's a very good chance that was happening, but I'm just too freaked out by the petrified thing to like let it petrify you.
yeah. I got a 19, so
Ooh.
Nice.
18.
9.
10 for me.
Oh, Jin, why?
I know. I rolled a 7. It was bad.
Yeah. And people cannot be surprised if they're within 30 feet of me, by the way. Doesn't seem like we were surprised, but...
Hakun is never surprised.
All right. Well, this thing rolled horribly. So it is Hakun's turn. You see Jin kind of shout. He has an arrow drawn. Hasn't loosed it yet.
Behind you!
Do I even know what? Do I know what's happening?
He's pointing it out. And if you
So what
look,
do I see? I just see an eye.
yeah, you see like this very slimy looking eye pointing, just looking up at you from underneath the water. You will notice that the water around this eye looks kind of gross. Like it's like
Ugh.
an oil spill almost. It's just murky and mucky and gross looking.
Like an oil spill, you say?
Yep.
Can I don't know if I'll have time to do all this in one turn, but is there? This is probably really stupid, but I don't even know that it's evil. But can I try to? I have cloth, oil, flint, and steel.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just try to like make a flaming anything?
You could
Like
make
light a torch?
You could light a torch in an action
Oh
if you
yeah,
want.
okay. I'll light a torch and then throw it at
All right.
it.
You want to light a torch and throw it?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I mean, like odds are I'm throwing a torch into water, but you said the words oil.
All right, go ahead and make your strength check without proficiency to throw this thing.
You got 13.
Okay. So you throw it. It doesn't look like it's probably going to hit it anyway, but when the torch hits the water, it just fizzles out and floats there.
And I was like, hello. That's how we greet with my people.
That was a
Throwing
peace
fire at
offering.
people. That's
You may throw yours back now.
All right, Landeros, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals on myself and see if this thing can understand me.
Okay.
Just give it a regular kind of greeting. See if it has a name. And what its intentions are.
What is the thing that Landeros desires the most?
Oh,
More than anything else in the whole world.
To go home.
yeah, probably something like that, like a view of the Feywild, and yet also maybe that view pans down to a bottle of really fine wine. It's kind of torn.
Great. So I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay.
Or you fall in love.
Ooh, I got a 19. Oh, I hope I fall in love with this thing. That would be amazing. No, I got an 8. I'm sorry, I have a -1 in wisdom.
All right. Of course you do.
I do.
But you'll hear this thing say to you, a lover of the Feywild. How lovely. Please come join me in my waters so we can share a bottle of wine together.
Guys, this thing has wine.
He doesn't know how to throw torches. He can't be friendly.
Yeah, what a rude dude. I assume with an 18 I'm not lured in by this, or am I?
No, you're just getting
Okay.
this message. As is.
Okay, and he's speaking, or is this like a mental?
It's in your mind. No one else can
Okay.
hear it.
Hey guys, watch out. Do I feel like I noticed this when I looked at the eye, or like when I tried to speak to it?
It does look like, yeah, trying to contact it triggered something.
Okay. I'll warn everybody, just be careful of this thing. It's going to promise you what your heart most desires. Try not to follow it into its watering hole. I doubt that it really does have wine down there. But do kind of peer into the water and see.
But what if it does?
But what if, guys? I should go down and see.
So again, you just have this eye, and then like a mucus cloud kind of thing. So it's really hard to see into the water around it.
That's disgusting.
Did you want to do anything else?
No, just I think warn everybody, maybe back up away from the ledge a little bit, kicking some treasure backwards with me.
All right. Jin, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna shoot it
Okay.
because no one's told me not to, and I think it's freaking me out.
Yeah.
The
that's
other-
safe.
The other members in your party are like trying to communicate it with it and like throw stuff at it, and you're like, you guys.
Is it close to any of my allies?
It is not. It is 30 feet away in the water.
It doesn't matter anyway. I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, nice.
No.
Oh god.
All right, so you shoot, goes wide. It's dark in here, bobbing water. It's hard to make out this thing's proportions. I'll miss. Anything else? You want to hide, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I will bonus action hide with my hood up. Advantage. Good thing I did. It was another 1 on the same die, and then a natural 19.
Wow.
Plus 9 is 28 for stealth.
Jeez, all right. And Quinn is actually just going to come and hide with you. He'll just duck behind you, and he'll be like, "This is a distraction to my quest." And that's all he's going to say.
Okay.
Feel free to go.
I mean, if we want to run past this thing, we can.
Zoltan, it's your turn.
Okay.
I assume I can't reach it with a battle axe. I would
No,
imagine.
you're like 30
No.
feet away, and it's in the water.
I'm gonna throw my javelin at it.
Okay.
See if I can hit it
Go for it.
with a 20.
Ooh, yeah, 20.
Not a
hits.
natural, unfortunately.
That's okay.
And then I'm also going to use my divine sense, or wait, thunderous smite.
Ooh.
Ooh, that might be a bad idea. Huh, in the cave. Ooh, probably not. I'm just going to use my divine strike instead. So that didn't do anything there. So we got 5, 9, 16 damage total
Okay.
with the
So-
divine strike. Smite.
Jeez. All right, so you channel your divine energy into your javelin. You throw it at the eye. You hit true. It goes right through that eye. You hear a terrible scream. Everyone will actually hear this sort of in your mind, sort of this terrible scream of agony from this creature. It sounds alien, foreign, definitely not a natural being. And then, do you have a second attack?
Sure, I can do that again. I'll use another javelin and see what we get. I can still see the eye there, right?
Well, it's got a javelin sticking out of it, so yeah.
So there we go. Oh, 19 right off the bat. So 26.
All right.
This one won't be as much damage. 3 damage.
3.
3, yes.
Oh, no.
Javelin doesn't do much.
All right, so yep. So you stick it. It's kind of hard to see with all the mucus, but you stick it into its slimy, mucusy flesh. Again, you guys will hear a scream, although not as pronounced as before, and then the thing will just disappear as it descends under the water, hiding underneath of the mucus cloud. Did you want to do anything else, Zoltan?
I'm just going to back away.
Okay, like away from the edge of the river.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'm motioning to those guys, hey, you should probably come back on this side.
They probably should, because next thing you guys know, these tentacles will just come out of the mucus water. 1 is going to go ahead and attack Lanros. 2 is going to attack Cocoon.
I do not approve.
Standard.
And
I was
this
thinking about just taking the dodge action because I was like, I don't know that this thing's hostile, but I was like, now let me throw a torch at it.
so that was a 15 to hit Lanros.
That does hit.
That does hit. All right, so you're going to get 12 bludgeoning damage from this tentacle. It just shoots up out of the water. And I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
I do not like the sound of that, but I am really good at Constitution saving throws. So, oh, that's a 23.
Damn, all right. So you kind of feel that this thing not only is slimy and gross, but it's probably diseased. But you're able to fight off the disease easily with your amazing constitution.
I drink a little bit of the slime just to see if it does have any hints of wine on it, and I found that it does not. Guys, don't try the slime. I did it for you. No one else needs to suffer through that.
Two more tentacles slash out at Hakoon. He just stands there and they just like whip his plate armor, but absolutely nothing happens.
I'm gonna continue to chew on the hay.
But this thing is now under 10 feet away from you guys, 10 feet away from the shoreline on the other side, underneath the water, and that is the end of its turn. And it is Hakoon's turn.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? All right, I will draw my Odachi and light that bitch, and I will hold my action until a tentacle comes at me, and I'm gonna chop that shit off.
All right, sounds good.
Or I say me, but like me or anyone around me.
Okay, so as you're doing that, I'm actually gonna let you take a action because a tail, a slimy, flippery tail, is gonna come out and try and hit you. Because it was dismayed about not hitting you before. So I'll let you make an attack against the tail if you wish.
Ooh, is it still my turn or is it the end of my turn?
It is the
Because
end
I,
of your...
I get like 2 actions, but
Got
like,
you.
is it just like, am I using my held action or is
You're
it like
using
it's
your
my turn?
held action, right?
So 1 attack, got it.
Yes.
Do I get advantage or anything? Is that a no? All right, I miss. I rolled a natural 3, so I don't think that I can. I don't think there's anything that can save me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bummer. So this tail, you don't expect it. You saw the tentacles. The tail's gonna come out of your out of your blind side. You don't see it coming. It's gonna whack you with a critical, and it's gonna go ahead and deal 30 bludgeoning damage with this wild, mucusy, gross tail. And then the tail's gonna go back underneath the water.
Are you sure you meant 30?
I'm sure.
Guys, I healed up with 3 hit dice. I'm already lower than that.
That is terrible.
Well, you should definitely run away.
Get off of that island.
Landros, what would you like to do?
Bonus action to click my boots of face.
No.
Just kidding. I won't. I'm gonna save that shit.
All right. I am. Let me take a look at what my pipes of haunting do real quick.
Sure.
See if that would actually work here.
Hakoon's looking
Okay. Yeah.
less than half health rough.
So I actually have a kind of a string of bells across my, kind of like hidden throughout my robe. I'm going to ting them in this unnerving melody, and he's going to have to make a DC 15 Wisdom save or be frightened of me.
Oh, cool. Does he have to
Or whatever
see
this
you
creature is.
in order to cast the spell?
I think he just has to hear me.
Okay. That's fair.
So let me double check on that, but I believe it's all audio based. Each creature that hears you play. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. So he got a 17 on his wisdom save.
Oh.
Okay. Dang. Yeah. So this like discordant melody kind of rings out, and this nasty creature just kind of blobbers in the water. I'm going to back up. Have I seen kind of a range of these tentacles, or could I guesstimate one?
This is a large creature, so you're guessing it's probably somewhere, but probably about 15 feet maybe from snout to tail.
Okay. I'm going to try and back up to a range that I don't think it will be able to smack me in.
Okay. Sure. So yeah, you could easily kind of, well, not easily, but it's kind of slimy, but you'll be able to move around this giant statue that you guys are on out of its tentacle reach.
Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to... How tall is the statue?
The statue, I think these things that I can't pronounce are
Hugs or whatever.
very big creatures. Let me tell you. Oh,
Well, I'll click my boots on and kind of like glide up to just... I don't know, high enough on the statue where I don't think it will be able to hit me, and I'll kind of be hanging off of this nasty, weird, tentacled stone beast.
perfect. Yeah, you could do that. So it's probably about this creature's probably 20 feet tall, so you could kind of flutter up onto one of its tentacles. It's probably even higher. It's probably like 35 feet up.
Okay, I'll probably just stay like kind of within enough range that I could maybe help my allies out, but not, get smacked around anymore.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Do you have healing for a bonus action?
I am out of bardic inspiration actually. Otherwise, I would definitely give you bardic inspiration.
Did we rest? Or is that a long
Oh.
rest?
Oh yeah,
You
shoot.
didn't
No,
need the long one.
oh, it is a long rest on those. Yeah.
All right, Jin, what would you like to do?
Do I see any of the tentacles or tails sticking out of the water?
You don't. You just see the cloud of mucus, which kind of tells you where it is.
Gross.
I will hold my attack until I see something to shoot come out of the water.
Perfect.
Am I hidden from the creature? I assume it doesn't know where I am.
You appear to be hidden.
Yeah.
You
cool.
look at your own
Alright.
hand and you can't even see it.
Whoa, trippy. Cool. Whoa.
Zoltan, what would you like to do?
Run away?
That's an option.
Jeez. I can't even see it anymore.
Just a big mucus cloud. You could always wade in after it if you want.
No, I don't think so. I'd probably drown too if I'm on plate.
I'm just imagining the monster from Lord of the Rings. What the fuck
The
is
Balrog?
that? No, not the Balrog. Right before that, the
Big tentacle squid
octopus
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I need to watch those movies again.
I watched them just recently and they're fucking amazing.
I need to go back.
Extended version
I'm,
is awesome.
I'm actually just gonna. How far? Because I backed up probably about 20 feet from the edge.
Sure, you're like back to where the cavern started.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna put my immovable rod down
Okay.
and get out my rope of climbing and attach one end to it.
Okay.
I have a feeling somebody's gonna go in the water.
Okay. That's good. That's a good movement. All right.
I can actually, I'll actually command it to attach itself to the petrified, one of the tentacles that
Okay.
are on top of the
Great.
petrified. So
Cool.
anybody could just slide down it if they need to get back on this side of the river.
Perfect. So as all right. So then the tail's gonna go ahead and whip up again, and Hakoon, you're gonna hopefully not get hit. No.
Well, I mean, it's fine if it hits me for 30 more points because I can just go down, get that out of the way, and then we can continue the fight.
So this time you'll actually expect the tail. You'll see it coming, and you'll be able to easily miss it. But then you're the only one in range, so then 3 huge tentacles are going to come shooting out of the water.
Bring that shit to me!
I rolled a 17, a 17, and a 4. It has a +9 to hit.
Oh, yeah, no, it hits me with those
Yeah.
217s.
All right, so you'll manage to duck as one of the tentacles pushes over your head, but 2 of them are going to go ahead and wrap around your arms and squeeze tightly on your biceps. It's a test of strength now. You're going to get dealt 24 bludgeoning damage as it
Guys,
starts
don't worry, I have 4 HP.
as it tries to rip you apart, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Guys, don't worry, 4 HP. We're good. Wait, that's actually excellent. 23.
All right, so you can tell this thing's trying to poison you again, trying to disease you, but you flex really hard. The tentacles fly off, go back into the water, and Jin, you actually get an attack too on the tentacles as they come.
Yeah.
Keep the tentacles there, but like,
Yes.
you're in my house now.
Oh, natural 20.
Natural 20,
Oh.
awesome.
Yeah. All right, let's see. That's going to be a lot of dice. So,
I love the sweet, sweet cascading noise of all the dice being rolled.
yeah.
I'm ready.
All right, so, and I get sneak attack because it was next to Hakoon, yeah?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I know I was hidden from it. I got advantage. Duh. Okay, so let's go. Oh man, that's 13 plus 13, 18, 28 plus 4, 32 points of piercing damage.
It's a lot of math. All right.
And then I will turn to Quinn and say, "What do you propose we do? Should we try to get around it, or should we go back?" And then I will bonus action hide.
Well, it's not your turn, so you can't hide.
Oh, I can't hide. That's right. Never mind. I am revealed.
You're revealed for the moment.
That's fine. That's totally
Um,
fine. I'm
but-
starting anyway.
But Quinn will just say, "I don't know. I've never faced anything like this before. I've heard of creatures of the deep, aberrations who sometimes make their ways down into dark and dank dungeons. I believe they're called aboliths. I'm not
Are you
sure.
shitting me?
I'm not sure that the party's up to the task of defeating this particular one."
No, that's no.
Yeah, no, we're fucked.
This is not.
you
good.
should
I
you
thought
should get out of
aboleth, I
there.
was like, there's no way. Well, I don't know what an aboleth is. I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
Jump on the rope. Climb and jump on the rope and slide down.
I mean, this is if we can just get out of the water, we're golden.
And it is Hakun's turn.
We're fighting now, right? Well, Hakun doesn't retreat. So Hakun's pissed off. He has 4 HP, so he's going to click the Boots of Haste,
Okay,
which gives me an extra action each turn
great.
and an increase to my AC.
Great. The thing is in the water unless you want to try and grapple one of the tentacles with an action, if you want.
Yeah, no, I'm worthless-ish, but I'm going to take a greater healing potion with one of my other action.
Okay.
Oh no, wait, that's a bonus action. So I'm going to take a greater healing potion with an action. What is that?
Greater healing?
It's 44 plus 8?
44 plus 4.
Good. Rolling a 1. Love it.
Nice.
That's not bad. So, all right, and then I will. Sweet. Hold an attack.
Until you see another tentacle? Or a
Yeah,
tail?
and tentacle or tail, and I'm just going to. What would it take to? No, that's fine. I'm gonna hold an attack. It'd be really cool if I could just like spear that thing into the ground, but
That would
I
be
know that's
super dope.
Pin it to the dirt.
yeah, if I roll a crit, maybe.
All right. Would you like to move or anything? You're just going to stay there?
No, man, I want to take the hits. I want to kill this thing.
All right. Landeros, you're up on a tentacle. You're looking down about 35 feet into the water where this mucus cloud is.
Can you like clear the
The
wish we had
mucus
like a
cloud?
level 2 druid who could just move all the water out and I could just beat his ass.
Oh man, that would be super sick. I cannot do that. I feel like I'll tell you that I can, and then I can't actually.
How strong is a bear trap, and can it keep this thing stuck?
Oh, that'd be cool if you could like wedge it into the ground hard enough.
Yeah.
Did we all hear what? Did any of us hear what Quinn had said about this creature being kind of overpowering?
No, not at this
Okay.
moment.
Okay.
I
in that
did,
case-
but I'll shout at you guys.
Okay. Jin's going to
Okay.
shout.
Oh.
On my turn. So you won't hear anything until my turn.
Okay. But Hakun, you're looking all healed up. You don't look like you need any help with that.
You said I'm all healed up?
Are you all healed up? Do you take a potion? Is that
Don't
what you
even
said?
don't even pretend like I'm all healed up. I had
Oh,
4
okay.
HP a second ago.
Oh, I thought you took a healing potion. My bad. All right. So I'm
yeah, I
gonna-
got like plus 12.
That's awful.
He's still below half HP.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of swoop down and whisper an annoying story about like guardian angels, and I'm going to cast a level 3 cure wounds on you.
Aw.
Would you rather roll your healing or should I?
You can roll it.
All right.
Get that roll on. I'm gonna roll this for my
It's
next
your
spell.
spell.
Come on. Oh no, that's a 3. That's not great. Oh, there's an 8. 18 plus 7 is 25 HP.
Holy shit, that's a lot.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Oh wait, no, not plus 7. Plus 4. So 3 less than that.
24.
What did you say?
22.
24?
That's pretty good.
24. Yeah.
Alright. I'll take 24 HP. You kidding?
Nice.
Love
Oh
it.
yeah. So yeah, I kind of flutter down, heal you up, kind of gently chide you for no good
Yeah, no,
reason.
I'm okay.
Cool. And then I'm just kind of there beside you on the ground. That's pretty much all my movement.
Oh, really? I'll protect you. I stand in front of him.
Perfect. Just as a tail comes out of the water.
No.
Chop it in half.
So yeah, you can go ahead and make your attack action if you want.
Do I get advantage?
No.
Because I'm 4 flanking it.
No.
Oh, pretty sure.
You get to be on opposite sides of the flank.
Okay. I got a good.
I got it good.
I got a good. Like it's like greater than 20.
Okay, perfect. That works.
Oh shit! Did I really get +9 to hit? Oh yeah, it's much greater than 20.
Cool. That's awesome. +9.
That's what I'm saying. I have a +1 weapon, and I have +5 as my strength, +3 as my proficiency. So yeah,
Cool.
Sweet. So I'm gonna smash it, and I'm gonna use a superiority dice to. I don't think I can trip this thing.
In the
I
water.
don't think I can trip it. I just tentacle it. So the only other attack I have is menacing. So make him fear me.
All right.
So
That's cool.
Deal the damage.
Wait, you only have 2 maneuvers?
I only get 3. It's trip, disarm, and menacing. I get to
Okay.
reroll 2s.
You should disarm this thing and lop all of its tentacles off.
I'm trying.
Literally disarm it.
Hell yeah.
Does it take anything from fire damage? Because
Uh,
I deal
I would imagine it's water, right?
30 damage.
30.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And he has to make a wisdom saving throw or fear me.
Which
And I think he should just fear me in general.
which he fails. So he is frightened of you.
Yes. Very nice.
Fear me.
Has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls against you, and can't willingly move closer to you as you are the source of its fear.
And as an extra attack, do I get to do that on this or no?
No.
Okay. I figured. I just wanted to check with you.
But it is going to hit you with its tail.
Wait,
and
what's it roll?
It rolled a 16 plus 9.
Okay, yeah, it's funny. Because my AC with my Boots of Haste is 22.
Oh, dang.
Holy
Yeah, so I was like, oh
guacamole.
wait, maybe he doesn't realize.
Still close.
I'm a big deal.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
kidding.
almost. It almost missed. And it's going to deal another 15 points of damage to you with its tail.
Perfect.
Okay. You can take it. You're just covered in slime
I actually
now.
can.
You're
Yeah.
just- you're-
I haven't done my scar speech yet, right, guys?
Yeah,
I have a
Your scar speech? I don't think I've heard it yet.
No,
okay, good. I haven't with that one yet. All right. We're good. Let's keep going.
yeah. Your armor's kind of dented in places now. You're covered in slime. But yeah, you're still standing.
Can I use my free action to check to see if the goldfish is okay?
Sure, of course.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
Tim, you good?
keep the goldfish.
All right. I think Jin, it's your turn.
It's my turn. I don't see anything to shoot now, do I?
You don't.
That darn tail, that pesky tail.
You could
Couldn't
shoot-
wait one turn, huh?
You could shoot with disadvantage into the cloud of mucus if you want.
No. No, I don't want to do that. I'm going to shout at all my friends, guys, this thing might be out of our league. I think we should be going. And then I'm going to bonus action hide and hold an attack for when I see something to shoot.
All right. Sounds good.
So for stealth, ooh, that was not good. +9 though, so 14.
Okay. All right. Yeah, not good. Not great.
Yeah, not great. I'll probably get spotted this time, but it's fine.
All right. Zoltan, what would you like to do? You have
Well,
your
I've got
rope.
Nothing that can hurt him. I'm just going to scream to him. Jump on the rope. Slide down to where we are. Hopefully it'll pull him onto shore and we can do some damage to him.
What? Oh, you want us to like draw away from the water?
Get him out of the water.
That'd be
Get off
super
the
cool.
island. Come on over here. We can draw him out of the water.
Let's go fishing with an immovable rod and that crazy ass rope. That sounds amazing.
I
We
would
can
give
do
you.
that. Yes.
I would
We can
give
pull
you
him
my,
out.
Drag it onto the shore? Hell yeah, if you guys could do it.
Aboleth fishing? This is like what Leneros is born
So
to.
I've got the rope is actually attached to one of the tentacles on the Petra thing, so you could actually just slide down onto this side.
I would give you my bear trap, except for I would lose one of my hands. I I mean,
All right.
when it gets to my turn, maybe.
Is that it, Sultan? That's a good plan.
Yeah, that's it. I can't do any damage to it. It's not
Okay.
where it is.
All right.
So, and I'm just going to kind of back up as far as away from it as I can. Hopefully they'll listen to me and come over to this side that we draw it out of the water.
All right. So you guys will see another tail whip out. The stupid tail keeps coming out. You'll see that now some of the fins are frayed. You guys are doing some damage to it. But Hakoon will easily be able to miss it. Because it's frightened of you, so it's a trembling tail. It looks like it's scared. And Jin will get a chance to shoot at it as it pops up out of the water.
Does it see me?
It does see you.
Okay, so just straight attack roll then. God, that's not great. I don't think a 13 hits, does it?
It does not. 13 flies through the dark into the water.
Cool.
All right. You'll see the thing's handle bob up, and it actually has 3 eyes kind of running linearly down its face. The biggest eye is closed. It's been blinded from when Zoltan threw a javelin into it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But the other eye will kind of look around, and it'll see Jin. And Jin, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Here we go. I don't get a... Okay. Oh, man. All my dice have been rolling low. Please don't roll low. That's a low roll. 6.
Oh, God.
Jin, what's the thing you want more than anything else in the world?
The thing I want more than anything else in the world? For us to find the runestone.
Aww.
So you will hear a voice in your head said, "Young child, so innocent, seeking the runestone. I will guide you to it, but first we must lose this dead weight. Do us a favor and kill your friends, won't you?" And you are compelled to do so.
Oh, no. For how long?
So on your turn, you are compelled to attack your friends.
Is this a charm effect?
It is.
I have advantage versus saves of being charmed.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, go ahead and make it.
I can reroll? Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
It's worse. First one was a 4, second one was a 3. Alright, well,
Okay.
I'm compelled to kill you guys. I don't know that yet, though. Let's have some fun.
Quickly, let's
This is how we die. I murder everyone.
Wait, Zoltan's plan. Quickly, let's all bunch up on the other side of the river, away from Jin, so he can just shoot us like duck.
And then the
perfect.
thing's eye will just bob underneath the water, sinking into the mucus. And that's the end of its turn. All right, Hakoon, it's your turn. You do have a rope you could leap up on and kind of zip line across the
I
water.
mostly really want to kill this thing. If I run away from it, is it going to come? All right.
It does look injured. It hasn't been striking with as much energy. I would say half as much energy.
So, question about Flame Tongue. Does my fire persist underwater?
I would say yes, because it's magical.
Other question about fighting underwater. What happens if I fight underwater?
You're gonna have disadvantage to everything.
But I can still deal damage because I in real life I couldn't swing a sword that fast underwater. But in Hakoon D&D world, you swing a sword really fast underwater.
Hakoon D&D world, you can swing underwater. Yes.
Oh, guys, I kind of want to do it.
That'd be pretty sick. We can always fish you out with this rope, man. It's not a problem.
Yeah, I'll just say, "Give to me the rope," and I'll just jump and just dive on this fucker.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
He wants to
All right.
shake his head.
All right, because I'll just kind of sink until I hit him with my plate. But for real though, I need that rope because I'm fucked.
All right. Hakoon dives in. Just go ahead and make you can make an initial. I'm gonna let you make an initial attack roll just straight because you're just diving in. You're not in the water. And then for your second attack, you're in the water, so it'll be with disadvantage.
Okay, but before I do, I'll just I'll like wipe the blood off my face because I've been getting like pulverized by this asshole, and I'll just look at I'll look at Lanros and be like, the goddess Hell once whispered in my ear, "You are not strong enough to withstand the storm. Today I whisper to Hell, I am the storm," and I just.
I'll write that down under the subtitle of Hakun's last words.
Fucking that's not good, and that's excellent. So
Oh, good.
What was it to hit? I missed it.
26.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna do another menacing attack because fuck you, and I get to re-roll ones and twos, which is good because I rolled a couple of ones and twos. No, I rolled another fucking two. So I deal. 17 plus 23 damage.
What the fuck?
I deal 4d6 plus 6 plus a d8 for my menacing.
Dang. Oh.
Yeah. And then I get to do second attack, right?
All right. Yep. This one with
I'm gonna-
disadvantage. You're like in the water now.
Hey, real quick, as you dive into the water, I know Featherfall mainly works in air, and I think I might have asked you this before about water, but would Lineros know if he cast Featherfall on Hakun, if that would help him out and maybe like waylay a little bit of disadvantage from him being in the water?
I think it only works in air. I think that's the way the spell is written. I don't think it helps you float. It just helps you move through air slower.
No feather sink.
No, I don't think it's
Oh,
feather
nice.
sig.
Does 15 hit?
A 15 does not hit.
Okay, so those are 2 attacks, but as a hasted, I get another attack, another action, which gives me 2 more attacks.
Go for it.
I think it's just
amazing.
one extra attack.
Oh, right, because you're...
Is it?
For
Ooh,
haste,
I
yeah.
rolled great stuff. Never ye fear. So I rolled 25 to hit.
25 hits.
And oh, by the way, he had to make a wisdom saving throw.
He's already frightened of you.
I don't know how long that. I don't remember if that lasts only 1 turn.
Oh,
though.
okay.
Yeah, it says that action can be used to take only the attack dash, disengage, hide, or use an object. And for the attack, it says 1 weapon attack only.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm still blowing my whole load on this. So 10, 19, 22, 28 damage.
Oh, good God.
Plus some of the
nice.
action surge.
All right.
Yes, murder.
Action surge? Action surge. Is that another action?
It's
I can take an additional action, so that's 2 attacks, right?
Yeah, you can do an extra. Yeah, you get your 2 attacks with that.
Oh my gosh. The best part about this is that
I
none of
rolled
us are
8.
seeing any of this.
Oh,
A bunch of
Yeah.
like splashing
Bubbles.
water, bubbles, and
I hope
frothing
Hakun's okay
slime.
down there.
so does a 17 hit?
17 hits. That is its armor class.
Yeah, we found it.
I'm gonna do a regular. I think I've already used 3 of my attacks. I'll save 1 for later. So I'll just do a regular. And that is... Oh, fuck. I rolled a 2, and I got to reroll it, and I got a 1.
Oh no.
So 10, 13, 19 damage.
19 damage.
Oh my god.
And I think I get 1 more, right?
This is amazing.
This is my last attack.
Go
Your
for
action surge? Yeah, you should have 2 attacks on that.
14, and... Alright, we're gonna roll this cool, spinny coin dice. A 12. So yeah, 21.
it. 21 hits.
Ah! Okay, I rolled 2 ones. Reroll them. I rolled another 1, but that's okay. So 21 damage.
Hakun jumps in the
So
water
insane.
and makes sushi out of the obelisk. Just
Yes.
just chopping it up in a million pieces. They're like sinking together, and he just keeps hacking away at it. You'll see it's really gross. It's just like this long tube of tentacles. It's got this really long tail, this really gross gaping mouth just covered in teeth. And you just hack away at it. Gandalf falling down into, what is that, with the Balgrave, whatever that was.
The Balrog, yeah.
Balrog.
Yeah, you guys are just battling it out, but underwater, sinking, and you just carve it to shreds.
Cool.
I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Standard.
because you're in mucus.
Ah, I rolled an 18, so plus
Perfect.
6,
So
24.
you can tell that the water this thing swims around in is pretty putrid, but you don't care. Psh.
That is so cool.
Nothing.
You used to
So-
drink diseased water for breakfast. No big deal.
That's like, yeah.
Good thing I poked his one eye out.
Plagios. so after all that, I just don't resurface.
I'm gonna command the rope to go grab Akun.
All right,
I'm gonna pull him out.
great. So this
Can I try to grab the head stock or however much of the head I can and bring it up?
Sure, you could do that. So there'll be this long pause. This rope goes under. Just little bubbles. Boop, boop, boop.
I no longer feel the need
You
to
no longer
kill
feel
my
the
friends.
compulsion to kill your friends.
I was like, did I go away when it died, or am I still like, I gotta kill everyone?
Yeah, Hakun's like, guys, I did it. Arrow to the neck.
Oh man.
And then slowly the rope will start moving, and you guys will see Hakun pulled out onto the shore, the head of the aboleth in his hands. He'll like have his hand in its mouth, all teeth. He's just covered in slime, just head to toe, soaking wet, covered in like diseased filth.
I will immediately cast prestidigitation on him.
Okay.
Nice.
Sweet.
You are clean.
Holy
I'm
crap!
happy.
Can you save some for us?
Oh,
I don't think he did. Hagoon, did you kill that thing all by yourself down there?
huh, this is nothing. You should see the winged horror.
Oh man.
And
Well, I
then,
suppose we
can
could
I-
press on now.
Can I like salvage anything? I'm basically spent, by the way, guys, because right now I don't think I can walk. When boots of haste wear off, you're like too tired to move, and
Oh
then
my
I have like one superiority attack, and that's it. So, don't worry. Can I try to salvage anything from this? 'Cause
You could
Hopefully
take some
no one
of
tries to
its
salvage.
teeth if you want. It's got like this
Yeah.
nice ringed row of teeth.
Yeah, and then does it have like a poison sacs or anything?
It does
or,
not. It looks like it's covered in this mucus.
or like an eye stalk?
Don't
You-
do that.
You could take an eye if you want.
Yeah, I do that.
We can hang it in the bar.
And I'm just gonna be like, you have a friend, Tim.
Oh no, don't.
Hey, Justin, I'm sending you something real quick. I don't know if you want to take that into account for what's going on right now, but
All right.
But yeah, so I don't think I can walk for a bit. Boots of haste.
Yeah, I think you're just high. I think you can still move. You just
I have to do a Constitution saving sail. Oh, and then after the next turn, I just can't move or take actions if I fail.
it's amazing. Come up with this giant head, tell us this crazy story, and then just pass out.
Yeah, I passed the Constitution saving throw, but I'm still like just beat. So I'm just gonna like rip out teeth and keep them. I'll just put in like a row of aboleth teeth.
perfect.
Cool.
Successful. Cool. All right, you guys have successfully survived an encounter with a challenge rating 10 monster.
Oh my gosh,
So,
that's insane.
I
congratulations.
missed most of my shots, but when I hit, I did.
Yeah, you did crazy. You just have like a sniper.
Yeah, that's literally all it is. And once we hit 8th level, I'll be able to take a feat that lets me roll 3 times when I have advantage. So that'll be fun.
That's insane.
Never miss.
I mean, that's the idea. I was like, I'm sick of like rolling like a 3 and a 4 on my attack rolls.
I was basically whenever Jin got to be like whatever, and I was like, oh man, I'm so fucked if that happens to me. And then I was like, oh wait, I'm so fucked in general because if he hits me with 2 more attacks, I was probably just gonna drop. So I was like, let's just do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you committed everything, and you came out successful. That was amazing.
That's the second
was
time.
so
I could have just been like, I'm gonna die. Let's go.
That's very in character.
Cool. Do we need to take another rest now that Akun has been beat to shit?
I need to take a long rest.
Yeah, I do too. I'm on a spell slots.
Are we?
Yeah,
Is that a
gosh.
thing we can? Like, what are we doing around here? Because aren't we in the midst of tracking down Quinn's mortal enemy?
Yeah, we're looking for the person he's trying to get revenge on. We'll turn to Quinn. Does he look like he wants to cross the river now? Is he like ready to go? Didn't really do anything.
Yeah, I mean, he wants to cross the river, but he'll just he'll take a moment and he'll just say, "Rex can be formidable. I'd have a better chance of defeating him with all of you. If you need to wait, I can wait for a while, but
Well, we need sleep, all of us. Well, I don't. I trans, but he needs sleep, and the dwarf needs sleep as well. We could use an evening to retire, even though I have no idea if it's evening or what time it is or how long we've been here. It's very disorienting. Yes, we need the break. We need the rest.
Also, oh sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, you go. I'm sorry.
He'll just be like, weaklings, my thirst for vengeance must be quenched. And he's just gonna, you can tell he's very upset, very torn, sort of Jekyll and Hyde thing going on here. But he'll wait.
Okay.
We're just gonna like rest on a petrified Oobaloo.
Yeah, I was like,
That'd
do
be
we want to
good.
rest on the island? Should we just cross to the other side and rest over there?
The island seems safe-ish.
Is the island covered in treasure, by the way?
Well, there may be another one, right? I mean,
It's possible.
would we know if they hang around in families, or are they pretty much loners?
I mean,
Quinn is the only one who knew what it was, right?
Yeah.
I do have my quarterstaff of warning, so it will wake us up if something's coming.
Okay.
So I feel relatively safe as long as we all camp within 30 feet of each other.
Yeah. I'll camp on top of the petrified creature and sleep there or trance there.
Oh yeah, I just need trance also.
Yeah. So we can just sort of like we'll hang out. I'll do like 4-hour trance. You like watch, and then we can switch for the 4 hours into like
That sounds good.
watch, and we'll just hang out.
Zoltan will lay down and he'll be out like that.
Yeah, same with her. He's like, that was a good.
He lays his head down, he's gone.
Great. So you guys make your way over to the giant weird statue thing. There is 10 feet of water before you get to the other side. You'll see the other side kind of looks very similar. It's just like a cavern and a long tunnel. Everything's really slimy and slippery and gross. And now
I
that
could prestidigitation away some of like a sleeping area so it isn't as nasty.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
and actually now that you are all on the giant statue, Jin will notice that there seems to be little alcoves like tucked underneath the statue, that maybe someone's hidden something or some things.
Yeah, I'll go down and have a look see.
Great. Yeah, so someone's built like a small tunnel. It doesn't look like it's meant for anything larger than maybe a small humanoid, like something halfling size. It's a little hole with maybe some rough steps or things to grab onto. And just kind of peering down, though, you'll see a bunch of gold. Looks like someone's just kind of tossed gold at the bottom of this thing, probably like a wishing well.
Inside it?
Inside it, yeah.
Does anyone have a way to reach the gold? I'll let everyone know what I found.
I mean, we can't fit through the hole, can we? It's
Zol-
just a small alcove.
Stab it with a sword.
So you could dig it out if you wanted to. It's rock. Or Zoltan could probably take all of his armor off and squeeze down.
I'm just imagining a scenario where Zoltan gets
Up to Zoltan if he wants to do that.
I could maybe.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah,
What the hell?
Get that money.
I like it.
just like scooping amounts into his like bag of holding.
Perfect. So you guys take the 10 minutes or so to allow Zoltan to take all of his armor off. You watch as he kind of shimmies his way down with his bag of holding. He gets down there. And what you'll find is 350 gold pieces.
Oh, nice.
670 silver pieces. So again, that's 350 gold, 670 silver, and 3,300 copper pieces.
Oh my gosh.
I'm letting
33
you.
gold.
Yeah, I'm letting you figure that out.
Guys, I didn't find anything. There's no-
I could have sworn I saw gold down there. Wait a minute.
it was just painted rocks.
Hang on a
I
second.
think it was goblins put it down there.
Bastard. Goblin gold, huh?
So is the plan to take a long rest after Zoltan returns?
Yes.
I would like to.
Yes.
Okay.
If we could. Yep.
Uh,
I'll put my armor back on. I'll tell them what I found.
Great.
And then
So after Zoltan's excursion, which probably takes about 20 minutes, you guys are all laying down and getting ready to rest. Landros, how does your rod of warding work?
So it basically gives me the alert feat.
Okay.
So allies within 30 feet of me cannot be surprised. I get advantage on initiative, and let me look up anything else that might have to do.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom quick.
Yeah, go for it.
Are we
I'm
supposed
also
to do this
gonna do-
entire dungeon without any rest?
Yep.
That'd be insane, but also awesome.
It'd be so funny, but oh my god, spellcasters.
Mhm.
Because I won't be able to like add an extra D8 to my damage, but at least I can still hit things. Whew.
So the weapon will magically awaken me and my companions within range if any of us are sleeping naturally when combat begins.
When it
This warns
begins.
me of danger. Yeah. But we can't be surprised. So,
Okay, so no surprise round. It's basically just like you're being attacked, roll initiative.
yeah, we'd all probably start out prone.
I was about to say Hakun's gonna sleep naked, but
I thought you were going to say, I was about to say, Hakun sleeps standing up ready for combat.
oh yeah. So Justin,
Yeah.
I didn't realize I dealt 1 billion damage. I think that's with Action Surge and Boots of Haste and everything.
That was awesome. That was well
But
done.
I was say,
That's super
if it's
cool.
way too overpowered, I can understand.
No,
if you need to
I don't care. So
Eat an item.
no, so I was listening to Jeremy Crawford, who's the lead rules designer, and he said that the game is not built for characters with magical weapons. Meaning, when you're at level 5, you're not expected necessarily to have a magic weapon to defeat level 5 challenge rating things. So
Yeah.
all I have to do is to compensate for your guys' magic weapons by increasing the challenge rating exponentially.
That's oftentimes how I'll play, but I also I don't know. I know some people can get frustrated with like a overpowered character, and I was like, ooh, I
No,
didn't mean to be
I don't care. That just means we get to throw bigger stuff at you. That's fine.
cool. Guys, it's really cool when I hit things and I deal a lot of damage, but when the bigger stuff he throws at me, there'll be like one hit until I'm dead and your meat shield is gone.
and then we're all screwed.
Just run.
It's like I think I have like multiple people are like killing me every round is the only reason I survived because I took my full HP and damage that round or that fight, but I had healed up twice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sustain. If we manage to keep you sustained, you take a lot and you put out a lot of damage at the same time.
That was pretty,
Like,
it's pretty
up and
awesome, though.
down. Justin, have you read about Tucker's Kobolds?
No, I don't know what that is.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Okay. Don't read about it.
Okay.
Now I'm dying to know.
All right, you guys can read about it if you want. But it's something I'm probably gonna introduce similarly in my game anyway.
Okay, I
But-
won't read
but-
about it.
It's not actually specifically about the kobolds. It's about the DMing style, kind of. If you don't read about it, I'll totally use it in my game. If you
Okay.
guys want to read about it, it's a very cool thing anyway.
Oh, dang it. Now I do want to read about
Yeah,
it.
now I have to read about it. You ruined it.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's good. It's about
You ruined it by making it interesting.
it's basically about people would rather fight like challenge rating 10 infernal demons than a couple of like half challenge rating kobolds because the DM uses like guerrilla warfare tactics.
Ooh.
So he'll be like, oh, you walk in and like you walk into the cave and you notice that there's like a rock out of place and like, oh, we run forward and it's like perfect. You start like a bit of like alchemist's fire opens up at the entrance and you notice that there are murder holes positioned all around the place. kobolds start firing like Molotov cocktails while other people are jumping up through the metal hole shooting and ducking down. They're like, "Oh no, it's them!" And so it's just about how basically like these half challenge rating kobolds will kill off party members faster than anything else. And so the players usually just run past them and try to get deeper into the dungeon to fight harder shit because they have a better chance of surviving.
Interesting.
Damn, that's
That's
nuts.
pretty crazy.
Yeah, but it's like they just basically make a long haul that I would have to run down to get to them, and they would just like shoot, like pelt you with arrows and like light fires so you can't get past them, and so it's like it makes the fighters worthless.
Well, we try to do that with the long range stuff, right?
Hmm?
We try to do that by having ranged combat, but then you guys have Jin, so I don't know.
Yeah, I was like Jin's, but Jin was kind of nerfed on this fight by the water.
True. Good point.
Yeah, it broke up how my attacks were, but it wasn't terrible. I mean, that's the thing is I only get one attack per round, so I can hold it until someone shows themselves. I just can't bonus action hide after I do that until my next turn.
I think I would have died if I didn't jump in and get multiple in at once.
Probably. that was a good commit.
It gets like how many attacks on me around, and I'm like, oh, just go for it.
I mean, you had Lanaros like right next to you, so you might have taken one, but
Lanaros might have dropped.
I might have gotten split. I had 35 HP left, so
Oh, okay.
I'm
So
kind of
the
a beefy
critical
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as you guys are laying down to rest, you, Jin and Quinn and anyone with a passive perception greater than 15 will hear sounds coming from up this new passage that you guys are facing now. Sounds like three figures, and they're just and they are approaching. What would you guys like to do?
I'll
quick
slide
question.
off the statue and sort of hide behind it, but then also like look for
All right.
or even watch them.
Was this immediate, or was this like we actually like laid down? Because I wouldn't sleep in plate armor.
You were not able to lay down yet. You guys were just like getting ready.
Okay, because I was like, to be
To
fair, I
settle.
wouldn't sleep in plate. So. Okay, so I'm still
You're still awake.
ready to play. All right.
Jim, what do you hear?
Some sort of bubbling voices through the through the place we haven't gone yet. I'll point towards the other tunnel, the unexplored tunnel.
Hakun just cracks his shit and lights his blade.
You guys
I
are
don't know if they're foes. Let's wait and see what they want.
great. You guys will see coming down the cavern, probably 40 feet away from you, are three things that not that. Three things that look like little fish halfling people. With
That's not good.
that are purple, and they're
That
just
was adorable.
blubbering to one another.
Oh, no, those don't look good.
And they are approaching you. What would you guys like to do?
Murlocs, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking Murloc.
Look like it.
Or like a troglodyte type thing.
I'm going to ready my bow for battle in case anyone wants to initiate, but otherwise I'm gonna hide behind the statue.
Hakun will hail them.
Oh, I'll message you, Hakun. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it'd be a good idea to show them your trophy, show that you're stronger than whatever creature is, but I'm guessing they might worship that as a god, so maybe don't show them that.
Hakun's just like holding up the head and then tries to hide it behind his back.
Maybe if you wanted to scare him, pull that head out.
So show the head or hide the head or
Let's start off with the head hidden, and then if they look ferocious, you might pull that out and like, I can talk you up. I'll be your hype man. Don't worry.
so Hakun's gonna like lean on like one of the legs of the monster with like the head behind the leg. Just
Perfect. All right. So these things are going to approach. They'll see you, and they'll turn to one another and and they're gonna point at you and then point at the statue and it seems like they're getting upset.
so. Do we think we should show them? Do you think they want their gold back?
It's probably what it is.
I think we're camping out in basically their church, so it might be a little mad.
Should we shove them in the head?
It's up to you, buddy.
Let's do it. That sounds like
Scare the
fun.
crap out of him.
I'll just hold the head in front of my head and then just do that.
Perfect. Go and make a performance check for me.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'll be hyping them up. I don't know if they can understand this language, but
Yeah, you can do it with advantage. I mean, it's quite
really?
the spectacle. You've got this giant petrified
Same.
statue behind you. And...
I use some minor illusions coming out each side and like fireworks going around.
With my dice coin, I got a 17.
Oh,
Nice.
all right. You'll see these things look at each other, and then one of them's sort of beefier than the other ones, and it's gonna go ahead and bow down and start bowing to you. And the other ones will take suit and they'll bow down and blah 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 blah.
Does anyone speak blur blur?
I'll make it look like Kakuna's glowing.
Oh, all right, Hakun's just kind of glowing with his head, kind of dancing back and forth. These fish people are 10 feet away.
Just like shaking his head like behind the statue. Like, oh god, what's going on?
What do we do now, though? Okay.
Does message go across like speech barriers,
I don't know. Let's look it up.
or language barriers? I'm not seeing it. Let's see. It's page 259. I'm pulling up right now
Can't
too.
you communicate telepathically as one of your special abilities or something?
I cannot. 59 ish. Just as they hear the message,
Okay. Well, you
point a
can.
finger towards the creature.
I'm
and
gonna.
whisper.
You can try.
Okay. Yeah, only one of them can hear it, so maybe I'll point to the biggest one of them and say something like, "Tell your people, the Udiug has chosen a new champion."
All right. It's gonna look up, startled. It's gonna nudge one of the smaller ones. It's gonna say, and then the littler one's gonna get up and it's gonna bolt down the cavern, kind of the way it came.
So I think we approach them, right, guys?
Yeah,
why not?
I think that they do they appear non-hostile to us right now?
No, they're gonna actually stand up, and the bigger one's gonna kind of search his person, and all he really has is like his pincer staff that he uses to kind of stab people with, and he's gonna offer it to all of you.
Well, I can't do anything because my hands are holding up a giant abalone head.
Hmm?
So
I will. What do I want to do? I want to try magically. I want to make this look more and more magical.
just keep beefing me up.
Yeah, I'll make the I'll make his rod kind of become like kind of warm to the touch.
Oh, okay.
So he sets it down. It's not going to hurt him or anything.
Sure. Well, as you do that, he's gonna get startled. He's just gonna throw it into the water.
Perfect.
So it splashes into the water. He's gonna look to his friend, and he's gonna kind of nudge him and be like, and this friend's gonna kind of search around. He's got like this fishing net, and he's gonna hold it up to you guys.
Nice. I'll kind of do the same thing. Just make it get a little warm.
Perfect.
I'm gonna flick a gold at them.
Okay. So it's gonna drop the net into the water, and you'll see it. The net will float and kind of go with the river stream, kind of away from you. And you'll throw the gold at them, and the big one will pick it up and kind of look at it, and then it's gonna toss it back to you guys.
Oh man. I'm going to make a small mark appear on these guys who have given us offerings. I'd like to encourage them. So it'll be the mark of a flaming odachi.
Nice.
And is it appearing like on their chest, on their arms, on their foreheads?
I think it will appear, somewhere that they can see it. So maybe on the palms of their hands.
Oh, cool. All right, so they both. The one starts looking at, like, realizes on its webbed fish hand that, like, you've created this little. It's gonna like freak out and like turn to the other one. It's gonna be like, "Whoa, my hands!" And they're really frantic. The one's gonna like put its hands into the water, hoping to like get rid of the mark.
Can I hold
Lasts for
up?
an hour.
Can I like hold up my flaming Adachi and the troglodyte head or
If you
something
want
at
to,
the same time
sure.
so they see? I'm like, this is what you are. Can I actually just say like, can you understand me?
Blah, 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 blah. They're freaking out.
If you understand me, hop on one leg.
Blah, 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 blah. They're like running back and forth. They're like trying to rub the thing off.
No.
I don't think they understand you, Harkoon.
All right, I'm just gonna like put the head down and kind of like walk toward them, just dragging it, and then I don't know.
Okay. So there's like water, so you'd have to like swim across to get to them. Or you
I
could-
jump. How big? How far?
It's 10 feet. You could jump.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
While holding the head.
Yeah.
So Hukun just leaps off the statue, head in hands, lands next to them, and they're gonna woo, woo, and they're gonna like I guess bow down and praise you some more. Blah, 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 blah,
And I'll just gesture them forward so that they can lead us to wherever they're gonna lead us.
blah, 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 and they're gonna walk, waddle actually, kind of forward. Blah, 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 blah. All right.
Do we actually want to do this, or do you guys just want to like sleep now that they're not killing us?
Oh, I mean, I'm kind of curious what they want to do, but
Yeah, I'm interested to see where this leads. And if we have a whole bunch of fish people who want to protect us, I'm fine with that.
Right?
It'll
Maybe
make
they can send us non-poisonous food.
oh yeah, I don't know what they eat. I'm gonna start ritualistically casting Speak with Animals, so that'll take 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. All right. So that's what you guys are doing. You're following our fish people, friends.
yes.
Yeah, why not?
You did this, Justin.
All right. They will eventually lead you through the natural caverns to a 30-foot high cave that's coated in slime. There are some caltrops made of sharpened bones that kind of lie protecting this place, but these fish people will kind of brush those away to make room for you guys and be like, "Brr, brr, brr," and usher you forward. Let's see. And they're going to actually lead you, and you'll actually see this seems to be a small little village made of probably a dozen or so of these little fish people. And they have made a life down here. The one that was sent forward is actually going to come back, and with him is an archpriest. So he's kind of got like a staff and a big headdress, and he's going to plod forward. Blah 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 blah.
Yes, this is awesome.
And that's it.
I feel like I want to give them a thing.
Give them something.
I don't know how to though. I don't know. I just like these people now.
Yeah.
Blah blah.
The big tough one that you guys started with, he's gonna wave to you and then wave back towards the statue, and he's gonna be like, "Gonna blue, blah blue, blah blue."
I show them the aboleth head.
Oh, and they're all gonna, everyone except for the archpriest is gonna kind of bow and oh, blah 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 blah. And the archpriest will walk up and he's gonna kind of poke at it a little bit. Blah 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 blah.
Has been about 10 minutes for me to finish casting Speak with Animals as a ritual.
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to speak to them and see if they understand. I'm going to use grandiose language as if I am like the voice of a god.
Okay.
The voice for a god.
Ooh. The archpriest is gonna turn to you and he's gonna say blah 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 blah. And he'll lead you guys forward into his chambers, which is really just a naturally formed cave. But you'll see that there are animal carcasses kind of all around that he's repurposed for various reasons. He's made like a bed. He's made a shrine out of and he's made like bowls out of bugbear and goblin heads. There's a dead hook horror here that maybe he's made like a curtain out of. The whole place is just swarming with maggots, so it's kind of gross. Yeah. And he actually even has, like, made out of mud, like a smaller statue of the Ogolith that you guys encountered.
That's cool.
So he doesn't understand Lanaros or vice versa?
And I don't understand him.
Doesn't seem like it.
Okay. I'll try and like pantomime things to him with my performance skill. Just trying to like say that, like, the god has descended upon this realm and you have received him well. Your tribe will be blessed.
Sure. Go ahead and make a persuasion check with disadvantage because you don't speak this language.
Cool.
Yeah.
That is a 15 total.
All right. He's gonna blah 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 blah, and he's gonna go up to Hokun. He's gonna take you, and he's gonna try and lead you over to his bed, which is made out of the carcass of a dead giant spider. So it's like they hollowed out the spider, so there's giant legs, but they've done absolutely nothing to preserve the carcass. It's just rotting and gross.
Love it. This is a good bed.
He's gonna invite you to lay down. Blah 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 blah.
Yes, thank you. I am very tired. I'll lay in the spider. I imagine these things are small, right? I'm like 6'9".
Yeah. They're probably like 3.5 feet, something like that. 3.5.
Wow, perfect.
Nice.
Well, you guys want to know the rest, right?
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You could offer him the head.
Yeah, that's fine. You can have the head. I'm not going to be able to lug that through the rest.
Yeah.
He'll go blah 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 blah, and he'll kind of look at it, and he sees it's got this giant mouth opening, and you've cut it off, and he'll be like, "Whoa!" It's gonna fit it over its own head, and kind of pull down a little bit. And it's gonna be wearing it like a scarf. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. And he's just gonna kind of offer his place to you, and then he'll walk out.
Guys, I think we found our new home. We don't need to go back.
Netaros, can you clean this place up a little bit?
Oh yeah. I will make it look like it's fit for a god. Lots of prestidigitation. Some minor illusions still to maintain the Hakoon as the new god for these people.
Was this a friendly encounter built into the book?
It has the potential to be friendly. It's up to you guys.
That's so interesting.
This is awesome.
I'm glad we didn't slaughter this village of fish people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was my gut instinct.
Can you imagine how bad you'd feel though if you went back and you just saw they're just living in poverty and it's like an old man blur, 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 blur.
Oh God! Oh no! We killed their guards.
All of your friends.
They're all gonna die. Oh no!
Yeah, he might have made this worse. We'll see.
Yeah. We come back this way. On the way out, we see we've created a tyrant, and he's like, bro, bro.
There's the aboleth head.
Great. So now, if you guys want to take a long rest, you are more than welcome to.
Yeah, let's do it.
For sure.
Fans it up.
All right.
Gazinta.
Find and murder some things.
Does the chieftain kind of leave us alone during our long rest?
He does. He leaves you alone.
Okay.
But as you guys are resting, you'll hear some commotion outside. And after those of you that just need a trance kind of come to, and if you just want to lightly peek out, you'll see that there's a lot of commotion in the village. It looks like they're erecting something in the main square, but they're keeping it hidden from you, almost as if they want it to be a surprise.
Ooh.
Aw, how sweet.
To the gallows.
Yeah.
It's like they're
like a
gonna make
giant
it so we
stew
can't
pot.
leave.
Yeah, I feel like there's those classic tales of oh, they think we're gods, and then they eat you.
Yeah.
Right.
They eat their gods.
Great. The only other thing you'll notice while you're in here is that does seem to be a tunnel leading out of this chamber if you want. It doesn't look like it's an enclosed cave. It kind of goes farther back. There's some natural tunnels that lead farther back into Undermountain. So you guys don't have to go back out into the village if you don't want to.
Oh, cool. I want to see what they made, but we can leave this way after.
Yeah. If they don't try and trap us here.
Yeah.
Great.
So when we wake up, I'm going to be in my autumn phase. There'll be crisp leaves in my hair, and I'll have laid out a miniature feast, as good as it can get with what little provisions we have, and with some of the wine that I have in my eternal flask. just to celebrate our progress through the dungeon, and you can tell I don't know, a little bit more of a drinker now. Doesn't seem overly trusting.
All right.
I'm into it.
So as you guys come to, you'll hear a rap on the cave wall, I guess, just right outside this animal skin curtain. And it'll be the archpriest kind of rapping on the stone with his staff. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yes, come in. Come in.
He's gonna peel back the curtain. Blah, 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 blah. He's gonna usher you.
Oh, us?
Blah, 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 blah.
All right. You want to go see what they were making?
Yes.
It's gonna be horrific. It's actually just Quinn like on a oh, we forgot about you.
Yeah, no, Quinn's been with you. He's very restless, but he's just kind of going along with the flow. And yeah, as you guys go out, all the Krakatoa will have assembled, and what you can only assume is their finest attire. So it's just like makeshift animal skins and a bunch of like animal teeth decorations. The priest still has the giant aboleth head kind of around his neck. And they're all just standing silently. And there's this large structure that's draped in some kind of animal skin canvas, and sort of in the center of the village now. But all of them are just standing there completely silent, holding torches. Just, and they're humming.
Now we die.
But his little
I should have told him about Tucker's kobold.
these little fish people, these huge buggy eyes, every once in a while just kind of like close. And the archpriest is going to usher you guys forward. And especially he's going to kind of take Hakoon by the elbow and be like, blah, 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 blah. And usher you into this space. And then he's going to walk over to the giant canvas and he's going to put his hand on it. He's going to be like, blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. He's going to tear down the canvas, and you'll see they've made a statue of Hakoon holding the aboleth head. And just that made out of like driftwood and animal skins. Very makeshift. It's not made out of stone or anything. They don't have nails or tools necessarily, so it's like wrapped together with netting and ropes.
It looks just like you, only prettier.
There's a single tear coming down.
It was so sad. It's because he's very messed up face, you know.
Yeah.
I don't have. Do I have Justin? Remember when I had a copy of my Sapphire Maiden? I think that's up in the thing, right?
What was it a copy of?
I have a sapphire the size of my head that I keep.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't think.
I was in the tavern.
Yeah. Okay. I kept the copy in the tavern. All right. I do have a trinket though. I have a griffin tooth necklace that I brought from our griffin talon necklace that I had, and I think I'm gonna take it off my neck and give it to the priest.
Blah, 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 blah. He's going to hand it to one of the smaller Kuatoa who's going to take it, and he's going to run up the statue. He's going to hang it over the statue's neck, like ceremoniously.
Oh, it's for them. Okay.
Yeah, that is for them. Now they have a piece of you as part of their statue. That's so cool.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. So you'll notice there's actually slightly more Kuatoa here. So it seems like they've kind of pulled in all these little fish people from across the layers of the Undermountain. So there's probably about 30 of them here, kind of all congregated together, just holding their torches, plus the archpriest. And they're going to usher you forward, and try and push Hakoon closer to the statue. Okay. Great. You'll see that underneath the statue, it looks like they've built like a little cage. It's just probably big enough for you. And they're gonna usher you forward. Blue, 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 blue.
It's a cage.
This is like the giant effigy from Burning Man.
I was like, are they gonna burn you inside this thing? That's what it feels like they want to do.
Guys, this is creepy. We have to go.
Blue, blue. They're all chanting now. Blue, 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 blue.
Where is the? Is there any other exits near us?
So there's the tunnel they led you down that leads back to the river, and then you guys know that there's at least one entrance, or sorry, one exit that leads out through the archpriest's quarters that you guys were in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start faking like I forgot something and just like patting my armor and be like, oh, blah 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 blah, and I'm gonna like motion to stay there. And I'm gonna run back to where I came when I was sleeping. I'm just gonna go to the passage.
All right, as Sukun turns, the priest's gonna go blah 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 blah, and all of the Kuoto are gonna try and follow you, and so you're essentially being chased by a mob. I need you guys to roll initiative, and we're gonna do a chase sequence. Yay!
I don't want my necklace back though.
Hey, that's a good one.
Yeah, I got a 19.
Oh wow!
I rolled a natural 19 plus 3, so
Oh.
22.
Okay.
I got a 3.
Aw.
Hillhead's got little legs.
I feel like it's just gonna be like we're just gonna leave him behind, and we're like, sorry, Zoltan, they'll burn you.
What did Landeros get? Can't hear you, Rilka.
Broke's on that, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's muted.
Oh,
right?
sorry, I forgot I had it muted. I have a 7.
Oh no!
Me and Leonard are
All right,
Still
go
waiting.
on without us.
No.
Save yourselves.
all right. You
We
guys,
just need that twin. It's what it's useful for.
you guys have like 10-foot head start. Hakun, you got like 10-foot head start. Everyone else is like a 20-foot head start. But Hakun, you get to go first. Oh no, actually, Jim
run
gets
really
to go
fast.
first. I lied.
Oh yeah.
I will just start running back up the way. I will use my movement. I will bonus action dash, and
Great.
then I will use my action to dash
Okay,
for a total of 105 feet.
great. You guys just see Jin just disappears into the priest quarter, and I'll let you know what you see on the other side when other people catch up with you.
Cool, sounds good.
All right, Hakun, running.
Yeah. How out of like has who ever done like log tossing? You think?
Sure, yeah, definitely up in the spine of the world. There's probably trees and things.
Because I'm just trying to figure out like how far I could throw Lanros or like Zoltan. Because you guys, I'm huge and I have like long legs, and I'm like, oh, we should probably all get out of here quickly. Like, could
Yeah, toss a
do a
dwarf.
quick guesstimate how far he could toss a dwarf?
Let's see.
Don't trust the dwarf.
Yeah, that sounds like Lord of the Rings faux pas.
Okay, toss the dwarf.
Toss me.
Don't tell anybody.
I can't make that jump. You're gonna have to toss me. Don't tell the elf.
So you could throw a light hammer 20 feet or 60 feet. So
Oh, is that it?
yeah, so a light hammer is 2 pounds. Or how heavy is a light hammer? Light hammer is 2 pounds. Zoltan right now probably weighs something closer to 250, 300. I'm guessing. I don't know.
Oh my god, I actually looked something up similarly, but
So you
So-
could probably
so
toss
is
them
it
like
small?
5 feet.
okay.
Just push
Nope,
him up
I'm
the
leaving
way.
him behind. I just have to be faster than you.
All right,
You don't have to outrun them. You just have to outrun me.
So I was just looking up because you googled it, and apparently improvised weapons. They say you can use like broken glass, table leg, frying pan, or a dead goblin. So if it's considered a small creature, you can use it like an improvised weapon.
oh, that's great. All
But I'm just gonna run away.
right, you're dashing.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right, so
dashing.
you easily make it inside the priest quarters, and then it's actually their turn. So they're gonna rush forward, and they have about 30 feet of movement. So they're easily gonna be able to clear that 20-foot head start, and they're gonna actually go ahead and make several grappling attempts on Zoltan and Lanharos.
Oh no!
So we'll do.
Throw you.
Okay, I'll shoot from the hut.
No, I'm gonna try to stop you. Don't hurt them. They're but children.
So Zoltan needs you to make a opposed strength athletics check.
All right.
Sometimes it is just your time.
21.
I rolled 2 natural 20s.
Oh my god.
But 2. So 2 of these things are gonna go ahead and just. They know how to tackle dwarves. It's just what they do. They like raise tackling dwarves. I don't know why. They like wanted to be, tight ends or something their whole life. I don't know. They're just going to rush towards you and they're going to tackle on top of you. And you cannot move. You are now under the grappled condition by at least 2 of these things.
Oh my gosh.
And then Lanaros. You could make an opposed athletics or a acrobatics check.
Okay, I'm going to do, I guess, acrobatics, but I'm going to use my Tides of Chaos to get advantage on it.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh, good thing I did that. Oh, that's a 13.
Okay, I got a 19 on one of them. So these guys like to wrestle, that's how they grew up. And
Would these be like a fae or a fiend?
they are not. They are actually humanoids.
Uh,
So both of you are currently grappled. Your speed is 0. And that's it. Just your speed 0. So you can still do stuff. You can still.
Okay.
And the rest of them are going to go ahead and just charge forward 60 feet, and try and chase after the rest of the party, pretty much. But Landros, it's your turn. You have one on you, another one that tried to tackle you. What would you like to do?
And they all are, and the rest of the goblins, or the Kuato, are 60 feet away from us?
Yeah, they just kind of like ran forward.
Okay. I'm going to try and, actually, I'm going to just face step out of this.
Yeah.
I just kind of shrug this.
People.
Yeah, I'm going to just try and kind of shrug this Kuato off as I
Okay,
kind of snap out of existence and back into existence about 30 feet away.
perfect. Yeah.
Actually, no, I'll only go about 10 feet away.
Okay.
And all this like kind of poof of autumnal leaves or all that this Kuato has stuck in its hands. So 2 creatures that can see me, or that I can see within 10 feet of me, must make a wisdom save.
Perfect.
So I'll target the 2 on
Zoltan?
Zoltan, yeah.
Great. I don't think these things are very wise, I'm guessing.
It'll be a DC 15.
Probably not if they worship a coon.
So they're both gonna fail.
Nice.
So what happens
Okay.
to them?
I'll be right back.
They are both charmed by me.
Oh, okay.
So I can't really communicate with them, but I will, through my best like commanding performance, I will basically try and convince them to let him go. Unhand this one.
Okay. Does it just oppose? Does it just give them the charmed condition?
Yes.
Okay. So charmed condition means they can't attack the charmer or target you. And then you have advantage on ability checks to interact socially with the creatures.
Okay, so I'll try and persuade them.
Cool.
And would that advantage cancel out the disadvantage from not speaking their language?
Yeah, dude, go for it.
Okay, so I'll try and just persuade them to bow before us. Do not touch us otherwise. That's a 23.
Perfect. You just appeared and disappeared, and then gave them a command and made them mentally feel fogged and compelled, I guess, to follow you. So they'll go ahead and let go of Zoltan. So Zoltan,
Perfect.
these Kuato are just gonna let you go.
Okay. So
What else?
that was a bonus action.
Oh, cool.
Let's see. I want to also. Sorry.
Run
I just got a new
away!
ability. I know. I got a new ability that I want to use, though. It's going to be great.
Save Zoltan, then run.
Yeah, I did. I got all these guys to bow before us instead.
Oh, nice.
So are all the rest of my allies within 60 feet of me if I moved about 10 feet forward?
Jin is not. Jin is far gone. He's like the wind.
Okay.
Don't worry about Jim.
Don't worry about me. I'm out. I'm
Okay.
out there.
never see him anyway.
But you can't see Hakoon, but he is within 60 feet of you, and you can see Zoltan.
Okay. I will. I'll downgrade my action to a bonus action to cast a mantle of. Oh wait, no. Do I have to? See? No, I have to see Zoltan, or I have to see Hakoon. Never mind. I'm not doing that. I think I'm gonna just. I'm gonna climb, or yeah, I'm gonna run towards the rest of the the Kuatoa and chime out my bells of haunting once I get within about 30 feet of the rest of the horde.
Great. So yeah, you can start running, and you'll catch kind of the tail end of this horde of chanting Kuatoa, blah 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 blah.
Nice. They all have to make a DC 15 Wisdom save.
Great.
Otherwise, they are terrified of me.
Oh no. Okay. So half of them succeed, half of them fail.
Okay.
So you'll see half of them get it's like way too many to count. Half of them are just gonna kind of turn around and go, "Boo, boo, boo," and they're gonna start like even quicker trying to chase after Hakoon. 'Cause you're
Well, that worked kind of. Perfect.
Perfect.
All right, that will be the end.
All right. Zoltan, you're left alone with like 4 fish people in the village with this giant statue of Hakoon. Everyone else has gone running off.
Well, I'm going to run, and I can use Misty Step to get ahead of them, possibly.
Oh, you have Misty Step?
Yeah, Misty Step.
That's
so I
pretty
can use
cool.
that to get ahead of them.
That is cool.
How far? Misty Step's 30 feet?
So would that get me ahead of them or not?
No, you're kind of be like in the midst of them.
So I'll just run towards them and just save that for when
Okay.
they know it's there.
Okay.
So I'll get to the back end and I'll probably Misty Step in front of them.
All right, great. So you're running as fast as you can with your little dwarven legs. The 4 Kuatoa that are just kind of left in the village
hello, baby.
are just going to look at one another and go, blah, blah,
Ooh.
blah, blah, blah. Like very confused. Like, but yeah, you go running off. All right, Jin, what do you see? You run forward, and the passage narrows for a while down a tunnel, and then opens up, and you'll just see a blank wall.
So cute.
Carved in the stone is a giant gate. And the only other thing you'll see on the gate is there seems to be a very tiny little notch in it. But otherwise, the gate is all stone. It's just like this carved gate with a very tiny little notch in the archway.
Okay. Could I? Does the notch look like I could fit a dagger through it?
Possibly. It's probably, about an inch. It's about that big.
Mm-hmm.
So you could probably put part of it, like the tip of a dagger in.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and just try that real quick. See if it does anything.
All right, let's pull a dagger, stick it in. Doesn't seem to do anything.
Okay. Could I pull out some thieves' tools and see if I can sort of like work whatever's in this little notch?
Sure. You stick your. There's no mechanism. There's no.
Just a slot.
No catch. Just a slot. Quinn's next to you, and he's like, "What are you doing? Hurry up! They're gonna get us!"
I was like, I don't know how to open this. You know how to open this?
No, I've never seen anything like this before.
Well, look around for some sort of key or something that fits the slot, and then next turn I'll look around for that.
All right, perfect. So just based on your passive while you're doing that, you don't see anything. So just know that. All right.
Cool.
Hakoon, you're running ahead. You've got about 10 feet on these guys. You know Jin's somewhere probably 30 feet ahead of you.
I'll dash.
All right, you dash. You're in the same. Well, even just with your normal movement, you're in the same spot. So you still have an action. You see the same stone structure. You know you've got a village of fish people behind you.
What's the slot?
It's just a very small slot. It's about an inch by a quarter inch, and it's in this giant stone archway that's kind of been carved into this blank stone wall face. Hakoon punches it.
Yeah, Hakun, an inch by a quarter. Like it's like.
Yeah.
Is there anything that we've seen that might fit that?
Not that you recall. No.
Is that the size of like a gold piece or like an aboleth tooth or like?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Yeah, I rolled a 4.
So you're
Damn.
fairly certain you've seen this before. You've probably interacted with it every single day, but you have no idea what it is in this moment because your heart's beating too fast and you can't think clearly.
Oh, really? All right, I'm just gonna shoulder it as hard as I can.
Okay. Nothing happens. Some stones fall.
I grab my blade and I light it.
Okay.
That's
All right, fish people. Fish people charge forward. This tiny space is now filled with fish people who are going to try and grapple those of you that are in there. So let's see. We'll do a grapple attempt on Jin. You can oppose with acrobatics or athletics. I'm guessing.
I will do acrobatics. 17.
All right, this particular batch must have been the ones that were frightened because they rolled horribly, and they're just like frantically like and like slapping at you with their fish hands. But there's a whole bunch of them, right? There's like a mob of them. They're all just slapping you with slimy fish hands.
Stop it! Cut it out!
All right, Hakun, go ahead and give me athletics, strength athletics.
Woohoo! 26.
All right, they are also did horribly. And so it's just like you guys are in this very small space. It's probably 15 by 15. It's just being filled, like claustrophobically filled up with tiny fish people, and they're just clamoring at you and like slapping at you. And that's where you guys are at. But they don't get a hold of you. There's almost too many of them. It's like they're just like toppling over each other at this point.
Be like, Jin, it's a simple thing. Figure it out. It's not that hard.
You figured it out. I don't know.
I figured it out. It's on the tip of my tongue.
All right, Landros, you're on the back. You just see all these fish people kind of like toppling over each other. You can barely see into the space. What would you like to do?
You're muted.
Sorry, I keep forgetting that I'm muted. How far away is it down this hallway?
So it's 30 feet, which you could easily walk if you wanted to, or
if there weren't Kuoto in the way.
yeah, they're not. They're kind of all like pushed into this very small space. They're like shoulder to shoulder. The priest is in there somewhere shouting, and they're all just trying to grab at Hakun, Jin, and Quinn at this point.
Okay, if I kind of wade through them, do the ones that are afraid of me start piling back out of the chamber? Or out of the
They
hallway?
would. They would kind of like try and make their way out. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do that kind of like Moses walking through the sea of Kuatoa and having half of them scrambling away from us.
Great.
And then does this archway, does it look like it could be a door of some sort, or does it really look like some weird...
It looks like, I mean, it could be. It's a door arch. Maybe something like ornate, like you would see in the Feywild. You can make an Arcana check if you want.
I would love to do that.
All right.
Didn't roll that great, but let's see. What is my bonus? Sorry. It's just an 8.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you've heard of magic gates. You'll even faintly remember the mention of magic gates and being kind of used.
Maggot gates.
Maggot gates.
Yeah. That's what I think this is.
Magic gates being used to transport from level to level. You'll remember that there was an allusion to that when you guys first entered the dungeon. So you're assuming that that's what this is. But you have no idea how it works at the moment.
I'm not too worried about that. I'm going to just stride through all of these little Kuoto that are scrambling away from me. I'm going to walk up to the wall and just knock on it as a second level spell.
Oh, okay.
I'll knock. It echoes out for 300 feet around us.
Great.
A loud ass knock.
Yeah. All these poor Kuoto are probably so frazzled right now.
Great. So there's this loud like knock echoes through the space. You'll actually see this cave you're in. Well, some stones will start like falling a little bit, and the Kuoto will kind of back up. Zoltan, you'll hear it from way back where you are. The Kuatua all the way back in the village will hear it. Just looking around like.
I'll kind of bow low and gesture inside.
Okay. All right. Great. That's awesome. Anything else?
No, I think that's everything.
All right. Yeah, the gate doesn't react when you knock on it. Zoltan, you're kind of far back, like maybe 40 feet at this point.
Is there anywhere on this, like the sides or something that I can hide?
I mean, there's like little crevices because the tunnel itself isn't, it's not smooth, so you can kind of hide maybe in one of those.
No, I think I might just do that.
You're just gonna hunker
A little
down.
bit closer and like hide.
Okay, you're just gonna hunker down and wait.
Yeah, because I'm assuming some of them might be running back after the rocks start falling.
Probably. So yeah.
I'm just gonna, so they don't try to grapple me again.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make a stealth check with disadvantage because your armor.
Oh god, that was a 10. So.
Okay.
And a 1. There we go.
Oh my lord.
Perfect. You can't see me.
All right, great. And it is Jin's turn. What would you like to do? Gate. There's a bunch of Kuato everywhere. You know that it's a simple object. Hakoon's told you that much.
Simple object. Could I make some sort of like
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
yeah, like if I can like see if I can remember what it is.
Sure.
Investigation. Oh, that's real good. You all still hear me? Sorry, my phone's making sound. I rolled a 17 plus 6, so 23.
Awesome. You're like, oh my gosh, I know what this is. And you reach in your pocket and you pull out a gold piece, just like Cocoon said. You pop the gold piece into the slot, and this gate just stargates like out, like boom. And you guys are peering out into a wilderness beyond the gate.
Well, since I don't want to get smushed by fish people anymore, and I like the woods, I'm gonna go through the gate.
All right. You hop through the gates, and I need you to roll something.
Oh boy.
Oh. I think it's a. Let me look it up. Why don't you just roll a straight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not a good number. Go ahead and roll a straight D8 for me.
D8.
Yeah.
5.
Great. And go ahead and roll a D4 for me.
1.
Great. All right. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Okay. Oh, that's a really 25 dex save.
All right. You did great.
Very nice.
You're still going to take 10 fire damage. As you leap through the gate, there'll be kind of this eruption of flame around you that you'll be able to avoid most of, but some of it will singe you. But then you land on the other side, and you're in what appears to be a lush forest with clear blue skies. It's autumn, which is odd, and that's where you are.
If I turn to look behind me, do I see the gate?
You see the gate, yep. So you see the party, you see all the fish people, and everyone on the other side.
Okay.
All right.
Say, watch out! There's a hot step on the way through.
Great.
I'll just sort of back away, like move out of the way so people can come through the gate.
Perfect. Quinn's going to follow you through. He'll hop through. And he's also going to take 10 points of damage. But you'll see after he lands and turns around, it looks like the fire damage that he just immediately took slowly starts to kind of regenerate. So his dead skin kind of heals a little bit where he just took some fire damage.
Oh, weird.
Wow, it's almost like a revenant.
Hakoon! Gates open.
Okay.
Mobbed by fish people.
I'm gonna say, "You're not grappling me. I'm grappling you." And I'm gonna grab one, throw it through, and then jump through.
Great. Go ahead and make
That's
do a athletics strength check opposed by this thing's. Oh, it did horrible.
I rolled a 21.
All right, it rolled a 5. So
I toss him through the gate, and then I'm gonna jump through myself.
all right, you jump through. Go ahead and actually, I should probably roll dex saves for it. Let's see. Oh, it didn't roll very well.
Natural 1. How's that?
Okay.
Oh no!
No.
So as you throw this thing through, it's actually just gonna light on fire, and then you guys will see like this dead fish thing just land on the ground, just smoldering.
Oh, I didn't want to kill anyone.
Oh, guys.
I just thought it'd be funny to have a fish thing like fish out of water. Oh well.
And then what
Now that
was
fish is toast now.
what was your dex save?
It's a sweet, sweet natural 1.
Okay, great. Hakoon's gonna jump through this thing and or maybe just like confidently stride through, like without trying to avoid the fire at all. He's gonna take 80 points of fire damage. That just
Oh
scarred him in flames.
Oh my god!
We're at full health though, right? So I don't fully die. I'm unconscious though. Oh wait, no. Hakoon takes into the fire, and then he kind of like upends, lands on his feet out the other side with 1 HP. He's like, huh. I have relentless or whatever that is.
He just like charred, like all black, like soot.
That's insane.
Din is just terrified. He's just, like he can't believe that you just got like flamed like that and are still standing.
Yeah, I just completely engulfed in flame. I like fall out of my face, and then it's like kind of like up back and up and again. I'm like, huh.
All right, great. Kuatoa, having seen one of them thrown through and ignited, and the other one, and then they're gone essentially, just like ignite into flames. Are all gonna go ahead and turn around, and those that are afraid of Landeros are gonna go ahead and use their movement to run back down the hallway. The rest are just gonna kind of like go to their knees and blow 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 in Hakoon's direction. And Landeros, it's your turn. You have about 15 or so or fish people kind of praying at the gate. The rest ran away. What would you like to do?
Can I try and Arcana this gate now that I've seen it working and see if there's any way that I can stop it from lighting us on fire?
Sure, you could go ahead and make a another Arcana check with advantage if you want.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Ooh, that's a 21.
Great. So 21. It seems like this gate was magically enchanted by a great sorcerer, and there is absolutely no way to avoid the effect that occurs when you walk through it, except for by trying to avoid the blast of the flame.
There's no way to avoid it except to just avoid it.
There's no way to avoid it except for just to know it's there and try and dodge out of the way.
Okay. Well, I guess that's my option. Well, these Kuto aren't really pressing on us.
No, at this point they're kind of submissive.
Oh man, I don't have anything that can be good right now.
You have teleport.
I already used that though. I was
Could
wishing
you-
I still
could you
had
just
that.
Fly through the gate instead of jumping. I don't know if that would do anything, but
Yeah, that might be good. I can give myself advantage on the save and throw. Yeah, I'll try and fly through it, but I'll be ready for it. I'm giving myself advantage with Tides of Chaos.
All right. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, that's a natural 20 on my first one. So,
Damn.
and then just a 12.
All right. So as you
Okay,
move
roll the
through,
second one.
very
Yeah.
aware of the fire, you're only going to take 15 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Able to avoid a lot of it, but still not coming out unscathed.
Toasty. Whew. A
Hey,
lot of
guy.
my autumn leaves all crackle and sizzle and pop. What's up, Christian?
I may have to bounce out in a minute because I'm like on a 7-day stretch.
Oh, no,
And
no,
it's
no.
a
Go to sleep.
little
You're good.
for me. But you guys are amazing.
You're amazing.
I'm gonna start getting ready for bed. I'll just like keep the volume on so I keep. I know what's going on, but
Okay. Yeah, no,
I'll be,
we'll
like, passive.
probably end here pretty soon. I just want to get you guys on the other side of the gate, hopefully. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't mean to
Yeah,
like, stop
we'll
it, so
see if
it's like,
Zoltan
ooh.
joins us.
Cool. Zoltan, what are you doing? Unless
All right.
Lanhorse wanted to do anything else.
Walk up to the gate, and
No.
I'm going to use Misty Step.
You're going to use
to-
Misty Step?
Nice.
To go 30 feet past where they are.
Yes.
All right. So as these Kuatoa are running up the narrow tunnel, this dwarf just pops up out of nowhere. It comes barreling towards them, rushes past them, and then when he's within 30 feet of the gate, just disappears and then appears on the other side. It does not appear as if you took damage. But
But
Very
It
nice.
doesn't appear that way.
Oh, thank goodness.
all right. And now all you guys are on the other end. Jin, it's your turn. If you want to do anything, you've got a bunch of bowing Kuatoa on the other side.
just gonna like turn around and try to ignore them, and I'm gonna look around and see where we're at, and see if I can figure out where we are.
Yeah, this looks like it's a so you'll hear the distant sound of birds, insects, some mammals, perhaps, just like any other forest. It smells like a natural woods. Up in the sky, you can see that it's daytime. You can actually feel the sun's warmth, which is something you guys haven't felt since you've been down in Undermountain. It feels like it's autumn temperature. And yeah, it's just a pretty dense woods kind of all around. Don't really see anything other than that. It's sort of yeah, sort of like the woods of home, I guess.
I'm just so confused on how we got outside now. I'm gonna turn to Quinn and see what he's doing right now. Like, is he feeling like he wants to go back, or is he?
He's gonna look around and he's just gonna say, I don't recognize this place. I don't feel anything, actually. I don't feel the rage, the anger here. It's strange. I haven't felt like this since I was pushed into that pit. I feel almost like myself.
Hey, when you said that his fire wound was healing, did it look like? Does he look at all gross and dead?
Yeah, he looks undead. I mean,
He looks undead. Is he starting to look less undead?
no. Just this,
Oh, okay.
just the most immediate injuries he took healed.
Got it.
But he still has like his puncture holes from what actually killed him.
Normal.
Normal, yeah, you know.
Yep, seems normal. Um,
So is Hakoon, are you unconscious yet? Or
I went down to unconsciousness and then came back up to 1 HP because I was
Oh, okay.
sweet orc.
okay. So do we want to try to make camp or something?
Didn't
that's
we just
probably a
wake
good
up?
idea.
Oh no, we haven't slept yet.
We could.
No, we did.
Oh, we did. We could do a short rest though.
All right, we
Well, we
did.
could do
Yeah,
a
we
rest
just
for
woke up.
because you're down to 1 hit point.
yeah, we can do a short rest right now.
Yeah. Then you guys all get an extra 1d6 HP back if you spend any hit dice.
Great.
I will, because I took some fire damage.
That's up to you guys and up to the DM if we
Yeah.
get to have a reprieve.
Yeah, so if you you'll notice that actually after a minute of having the gate open, the gate will close. And the gate now is again just kind of up against a stone wall. It just looks the same as it did sort of on the other side. But likewise, it has a very small slit that you could probably put a coin into. But otherwise, right now it's a totally innate, inactive gate. And if you guys want to take a short rest, you're more than welcome to do that.
We'll do that.
Cool.
Alright.
Ooh,
I'm
the
I'm
temple
one
of 'em.
short, but I'm gonna roll that d6, and now I'm back to full.
All right. So now that you guys are in a new level, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it for the night, if that's okay.
Sounds
Sounds good to me.
All right. You guys all advance, because time is weird down in Undermountain, to level
Yay.
8.
What?
What?
Oh, damn. That's awesome.
So
That means I get elven accuracy, y'all.
Ooh,
Triple advantage.
nice.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and do your level 7 and then your level 8 level up.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
It's almost
Gonna-
yeah. You guys get this strange sense that even though you probably haven't done a whole lot since you've been down here, it feels to your bodies as if you've been down here for much longer.
All right. Average.
Can I discern which level we are on?
Yeah. So, what level do you think you're on?
I was thinking that we were on level 3, but
Yeah, if you kind of remember the map, you'll notice there was a woodland level, and it looked like it was probably level 5.
level 5. Okay. Nice.
How many levels were there in total? There were a lot.
23.
Cool.
Yeah,
Dope. That's what I like to hear.
nice. Well, I'm okay with that because level 3, I think I wrote down a note that it had a flaming skull, so I'm happy we didn't have to deal with that. Sweet. That's exciting.
All right. Well, anything else? Any other housekeeping stuff? No treasure this time, except for the gold that Zoltan was able to scoop up.
For sure.
I'm going to be out of town next Sunday. I
Oh
don't
my gosh.
mind if you guys. I know. I obviously don't mind if you guys play without me,
Okay.
but just so you know.
Cool. Everyone else free?
I am.
All right. I like.
Again, we can always do the. If you wanted to wait for everyone to be here, I can try to do like a opening thing, or if you, I don't know, because I figured like the side campaign would be for when we don't have everyone.
Yeah. No, I'm cool with that. I'm really excited about playing my character, so I could definitely do that.
I'll be out of town, but I can bring my computer with me, and so I'll still be able to play. I'll just be someplace else.
Oh, cool.
Okay. I could maybe. I'm gonna be at my grandparents'